Dude, I was also laughing at that person telling you your voice is not exactly engaging as it stands.
Yeah, it's cool, bro. I don't hate the sound of my own voice and hate every second I'm editing a video. But yeah, no, man, it's cool. Thanks for the nice comment.
Right? It's like, what do you want me to do, man?
Yeah, thanks. I'll just kill myself, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, kill yourself and regen. Some constructive. How is that constructive criticism?
Bro, I sent it in this other. Everybody I've sent it to, I've also sent the clip of Ricky Bobby saying, "With all due respect."
Yeah.
You know, where he's like, "What? You can't talk to me like that." He's like, "I said with all due respect." It's like that doesn't mean you can say whatever you want.
Right? It doesn't give you.
It's in the Geneva Convention. Look it up. But like that's what the constructive criticism. It's like usually that means like, hey, you know, maybe you should do this, and it's like, hey man, your voice is bad. Like, oh yeah, you mean a thing I can't change about myself? I guess I could do this voice. I could talk. I could do that voice.
No, you have to. You got to go the other way, bro.
Talk like this?
No, too high.
I don't know how to do. I need the fake. Do you know who Northern?
Hey everybody!
Yeah, the radio guy voice. Yeah. Do you know Northern Lion? He's a streamer. I've watched him forever because he used to play Slay the Spire a lot. But like if you go back and watch like his first year of videos, he's doing like a fake YouTube voice, and it sounds nothing like him. Like if you blind audioed me and was like, "Who is this?" I would have no idea who it is.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's crazy. And that was like my thought. It's like, I need to do like a. I can't even do a radio voice. I don't like my voice doesn't work that way.
Welcome everybody.
Hello there, everybody. Cody here, doing something new today. Me and my buddy Drew are gonna do a podcast.
What up?
His socials are down below if you want to follow him. He is starting to make content again. What are you making? Just Skyrim content?
I mean, right now it's just shorts. I'm really just trying to get some ideas of stuff to make, but I do want to make more videos like this, talking about games, reviewing games, just stuff about video games.
Yeah, games.
You know how it be.
And we have no idea when we're going to do the podcast. This is the first one. We don't have a name. I think we were going to call it the CDs podcast at one point.
CDs. I think that's a good one.
Good
We're still
one.
workshopping.
Yeah, Cody.
Leave a comment below what we should call it.
Yeah, Cody and Drew. Who knows? But yeah, we're just gonna watch a bunch of the Game Fest and showcases from last week trailers and just talk about them. These are ones that we thought were interesting, or we were hyped for, or we thought they were really bad, and we wanted to talk shit about them because we're petty.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll just start off. We got the Fable one here. I've already seen this one, so some of these we've watched, some of them we haven't.
Yeah, there's a few in there we
have. You played the original Fables?
Yes, up till Fable 3.
Yeah, that was the last one I played.
And I love that game.
Oh, Fable 3 is so good with the pistols, and you just shoot. I just shot everybody in the dick.
Yeah, I feel like that. So I don't know what I did. Arkham come before Fable? It came after, right? But I feel like Fable 3 sort of started to like move in that direction of combat.
Yeah.
That's like the gold standard we know for fighting games that we all want to play.
See, what I don't get is like, when is this gonna take place? Because like Fable 3 is like you either like save the world, but like because like there's that whole calamity thing that happens, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't really care. I just want to. I don't know. Fable had such a cool like that action RPG of the time combat. With like the magic and like you could switch back and forth, and it had the weird like roll mechanic. Like obviously Batman like polished it, and that's why every game since then is either a Souls-like or it's got just the Batman Arkham combat, you know?
Yeah, with the Batman had the counter. That pretty much. I don't think Fable had a counter then.
I don't think so. I think you could just like sidestep it and stuff.
Yeah,
but like, how do you feel about the graphics for this one?
Well, this is just cinematic, so.
Yeah, but
it's so hyper realistic, and I recall Fables sort of being slightly cartoonish.
Yeah, exactly. That was part of it.
And That I like that about it because it didn't have to do too much to be like super realistic, and
Yeah, and it was trying to be fun. It was being
this looks
silly. Also, that was cool,
that
where she throws the fucking, she catches the arrow and throws it back.
that looked like gameplay.
That shit looked so fucking cool.
But I mean, I'm really excited. I wonder,
So
is this? I don't know too much about like, is this gonna be a co-op game? Probably not.
I don't think
Probably
any of
gonna
the
be like the
Fables were
original.
co-op. That would be
Yeah,
cool
none
though.
of them were. It would be fun to play with the Fable with the
It's
homies.
got that kind of combat where it would be fun. I just don't know how they would do it.
Yeah.
No one is going to stand in my way.
Like, is that supposed to be like the sister from the first one or something? Because she like got
Probably.
possessed and evil or whatever, right?
I mean, how long has it been since a Fable game came out? Like, how are we supposed to even remember the lore when it's been like
Exactly.
15 years, if not more?
Yeah.
I don't even.
Because there was, I mean, what was after Fable 3? There was like the whatchamacallit one. There was like a VR one, right? Like a Connect one or something like that. That one seemed really bad, personally.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a VR one after that. I mean, most VR
I don't know if it
games.
was VR. It might have just been like an Xbox. It might have been like an Xbox Connect game or something like that. But it was like, it was a completely different Fable game. Like, it wasn't the same as like Fable 1 through 3, you know, where it's a third person action thing.
That also, Fable was one of the first like RPGs besides like Pokemon that I played,
Mm.
and it was a much more fleshed out RPG. I remember, you know, you could woo a lady in it. You could have a girlfriend
Yeah,
or a
you
wife.
could have several wives actually.
Yeah, exactly, and that's fun.
You could buy a house. You could fart in front of people. I think that was my
Oh my
comment.
god, I forgot that. Just like
Oh, it was so good.
farting around the corners, prop dusting everybody.
I love that. I love that you would like. It also was a part, like, I don't know if they're gonna do it in this one, but like every like a Western RPG during that time had the like a binary good and evil system, and it was usually like kind of an afterthought in a lot of them. It was like, oh, like in Knights of the Old Republic, if you were fully light or fully dark side, you got like special powers. Like you
Yeah,
could get like Force Crush, and I don't remember what the light side one was because it was like a group heal or something. It was really bad compared to being evil. But that one, the morality system was like really like stupid funny. And then in Fable 3, it added good and evil, but it also added God, what was it? It was like it was purity and something else. Um so you could be like evil but in really good shape, or you could be like evil and fat, or like good and fat, and like it was like really funny. I remember there was like
hilarious.
it would be based on what you would
Evil
eat.
fat guy.
Yeah, it was like based on like what you ate and like what potions you did and stuff. So I remember like I would just like you could like it was a very easy system to manipulate because you could just eat like baby chickens and become evil, or you could eat like tofu and it would make you pure. And
That's
like
hilarious.
it's funny. So I would like walk around and I had like these huge devil horns, but like my dude was like just absolutely like shredded. I don't know. It was just really funny. There's just a lot of fun systems in the Fable games that I liked.
I
So
always love when games allow you to change your physique.
mhm.
Like, it's hilarious in Grand Theft Auto when you can get buff or fat.
I
I
loved being
want that.
fat in San Andreas.
Yeah, I want more of that. That's awesome. That where you can actually like put some time in the game and get your character like in shape, or
It's
go
just
the opposite way.
yeah. It like
Fat Mac it.
it doesn't add a whole lot of gameplay stuff, but it's like a fun little layer to the game. You know, it adds like a little depth to it. You know.
Yep, I'm all about layers.
Okay, I'm hitting the review. Okay, one thing we didn't talk about in the trailer that I want to show that we just because we were kind of just talking over it. How cool does this fucking frog look?
Oh yeah, man, that frog looks fucking cool. That looks like, man, I love
I
this
love
next generation of games with the lighting.
it's
It's
crazy.
pretty.
If yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one nice thing about a console. It's like you don't like you know that it's gonna look. I don't know if it's gonna look this good, obviously, because this is a like a cinematic trailer type thing. They never look this good, but it'll definitely be the prettiest Fable game. But
Oh, it's gonna look beautiful. I mean, I imagine it's gonna be similar to Hogwarts Legacy,
hmm,
like that sort of.
I never played that one, but yeah, it does have that like hyper realistic vibe, like you were saying.
Yeah.
We talked about the frog. That was the one thing I wanted to go back because we missed it. Was there anything about the trailer you wanted to talk about? I think we kind of just talked about how much we love Fable, and that's why we're excited for this one. Is we both played a lot of Fable as teenagers.
Yeah, I mean, the trailer was really. I don't have much to say besides it was just like super high quality for like a video game trailer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we didn't see a
Uh,
lot of gameplay. There's the arrow thing that we talked about.
yeah,
That
it
was
looked like
cool.
maybe it was like half gameplay though. Like
Yeah, like it was like gameplay, but it's
she's grabbing that sword with her
like
bare
she's half
hands.
sorting, and
Hilarious.
then like yeah, like
This right
this, like
here.
fighting the thing and ripping its tongue out or whatever looked cool.
Yeah, and this dude's chest hair just hanging out. Like those are some. That's some vibes right there. I'm into that.
Yeah, because you wish your chest was that full.
And also the drip is gonna be so fun in this
Oh yeah,
game.
Fable had good drip. We didn't talk about that earlier. I did like all the costumes, and you could get special stuff, and there was the doors. Like I don't know, it was a very fun adventure game, like exploring and stuff like that. It looks like it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
You see
there's a
it?
lot of nostalgia. Like I
Oh yeah,
remember this was one of the games that I did like pass off with my brother and like
oh yeah, I can see
good
that.
times, man, on the OG Xbox.
Yeah, it was cool. I remember you could. I didn't do a lot of mage stuff in it because I'm just I don't know. I was such an edge lord as a teenager, and I just loved
Mhm.
bows and sneaking and stuff. But I loved the uh like the mage stuff, like charging up a big ass fireball and shit like that. You know, that was super cool. Lightning, you could like chain lightning people and stuff. So I'm excited to not. I've been when I play RPG games recently, which I haven't been doing a lot. I've been on such a big roguelike kick. Is like I set myself like restrictions to like put me into the character. It's like my last Skyrim playthrough, I was a
Yeah.
Nord, right? I was like, I'm gonna be a Nord. I'm gonna only use axes and shields and stuff like that to like be on theme and stuff. And it was super fun because I never messed with shields that much. There was like so many cool shield mechanics that I was like learning about. But it was like super like it made some fights really hard until you got your shouts. Like I wanted to focus on shouts a lot with that one.
Oh yeah, I bet. Also, I've done something similar. Like I was just like sort of like a fire mage build in Skyrim. And then while trying to platinum it, I realized that there's like a puzzle you have to solve to like advance in the story where you need like ice frost and like yeah, so I almost I had to like go back to a save because I almost screwed up. Apparently you can get stuck there.
Oh, interesting. Huh, weird.
So now I got ice spells too.
Lame. I
Crisis Avert.
I hate it when they like shoehorn mechanics on you in games.
Yeah.
Especially
Well, I mean,
especially in like an RPG. I mean, it's a Bethesda RPG. That's the role playing is like you get to role play how you kill things, right? You don't really get a role play.
yeah, also the I mean I could go on all day about Skyrim, but as far as like the magic and stuff and goes in that game, it's just so weak compared to like archery
Just
or
stealth arching, yeah.
melee
I mean,
weapons. Like it pretty much like hamstrings you into play that game a certain type of way.
yeah, exactly. Like if you're playing on harder difficulties, for sure. Like, and you can stealth mage, which is really stupid, but I did that at one point.
That game is so hard to stealth in, man.
It's
I'm
super.
sorry, I don't
Is
know
it?
how people are stealth. Like for me, it's
I found
like
it
sneaking up on
super.
people, even when I have good gear and I like my sneaks high. Like everybody knows when you're close to them, even when they don't see you.
Oh, weird. I don't. It's been
And
a
it's
while
like
since I've played, but I didn't have a trouble with it. But I never did a sneak. I tried to do sneak melee, and I think I had that same problem you're talking about.
the sneaking that I do in that game is to pickpocket people. So I mean, I get behind them and I can do it that.
Oh man, I still remember when I was watching you play Fallout, and you you learned you could pickpocket grenades into dudes.
Oh, that's an achievement.
That's so funny.
It's hilarious.
It was so crazy because that happened like within the last like 6 months, and that was like the you like that's an old memory for me of like the learning I could pickpocket grenades on Fallout. Like it's like I've had that memory for like 14 years or 15 years, and like you just learned about it. You know what I mean? Like that memory is like as old as our friendship is because we met in high school. You know.
Hilarious.
But I
Well,
think
I
that's
didn't
it. I think we
realize one last thing about that grenade. I didn't realize. I thought you just put the grenade in their pocket. I didn't know you'd pull the pin too. So
yeah.
like I put it in the pocket of this lady, and she starts screaming, and then just like explodes.
How does
So
she know that it's lit? That's the part I never like. Why do they react unless you fail the sneak check? Like, how do they react to it? You know,
maybe they just hear the sizzle
it's a
of the
grenade though. It's
fuse.
not. It's not dynamite.
I don't know.
But yeah, it was funny. I think that's it on Fable, right? We've just
Yeah,
been
I mean,
nostalgizing about Fable for the last
I
the whole
knew
part.
Fable would just turn into talking about Skyrim.
Yeah. Well, it's a Western
Similar
RPG, right?
vibes. Similar vibes.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
can't
Uh,
wait. That's on top of my list, pretty
oh yeah.
much,
Oh,
for what I'm
same.
most excited about. There's
I
a
would.
couple games that are just like that. See, when games hold off on giving them to you, and then they give them to you, like there's something special about that, as
Yeah.
opposed to the 12 Assassin's Creed games that are out.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I've played an Assassin's Creed since Black Flag,
Hmm.
and I skipped a few between Black Flag and whatever before Black Flag came out. And I only got Black Flag because it had. I was like, okay, you get a pirate ship. That's cool. Like,
Yeah, Black Flag looks like it's pretty highly rated.
it's very good. If I like it. It still has all the bloat that it doesn't have all the bloat like Assassin's Creed has now, but it's got so like there's like obviously if you just play through the story, it's fun and you have to do a couple side quests to get your XP and stuff in it. But like the core game is good. It's just got too
Yeah,
much of the weird like Ubisoft like bloat that they all have now.
collect 1,000 stupid things you don't want to
Yeah,
collect.
which you probably don't want to like. You're really into 100%ing stuff. I didn't
Yeah.
100% it, and I loved it more. Honestly, I think Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed are why I'm less of an achievement trophy hunter now, because like those games have so much shit to do, and it's just a nightmare.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get involved in too many trophy nightmares.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's doable. Like it'd probably take you like 60 hours, but it's like, do you really want to run around and collect 100 fucking flags? You know?
Yeah, at a certain point, I mean, I do that with like the Fallout games and Skyrim. Like, you're not having fun anymore.
Yeah, it's a grind at that point. You know, it's
Yeah,
like, oh, I got to do this so I can get the trophy. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of
but
that.
there's something about that too that I like. It's just like doing it even
Well,
though you don't.
it's like a checklist thing, you know. You're like, "Ooh,
Yeah,
that's done, that's done." So there, I get it. It's just like a time sink, and
right.
like, don't get me wrong. Like, I've been playing a
Exactly.
lot of roguelikes now. Is like has been my main thing since like Slay the Spire like changed my brain chemistry for like how I find games enjoyable now. Because
Really.
it's like, yeah, like it's like a full run takes like depending on how quickly you play and like what difficulty it can be like an hour to like 2 hours is like my normal. Like sometimes I go a little over because I have a really complicated deck, but like I love the like I love like replaying stuff and like each run is so different. I don't know, it just changed it. And then Hades also like they're just giants of the roguelike genre. Like they're different games, right? Slay the Spire is a deck builder. Hades is a isometric action RPG. But man, like Hades is one you should play if you haven't played it. It took me like 6 months of like wearing Scott down, another one of our friends, to play it, and then he like put like the
Yeah.
next time I
All the
talked to him,
goodies.
he was like, "This is the greatest game I've ever played in my life," and I was like, "I know, it's so fucking good."
Isn't there something new that they're doing
Yeah,
with Hades?
Hades
Or
2 is out in
multiplayer?
early access right now. It doesn't have co-op. I texted you about Swarm, which is like a Hades inspired roguelike, but it's got co-op. So that would be a cool one. I would love to play that one. I don't know how long the demo's going to be up. We can maybe check it out later.
That'd be sweet.
But we have been on a tangent. Let's let's move on to the next trailer. So the
What did
next
we
one,
only? We did one trailer.
we've done one trailer so far. So the
We're
next
good at
one
this.
is Civ 7, which should be pretty short. Did you play 5 and 6? I know you
Oh
played
yeah.
5, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How many hours did you put into them?
Maybe in total,
Like a
100.
100? Yeah, that's not bad. I
Yeah,
have 1,000 hours. I have over 1,005, and in 6, I'm like getting close to like 800, I think.
yeah, it sounds about.
I fucking love these games because they remind me of like RTS games from when we were kids.
Hmm.
But they're turn-based. So like I don't know, there's something cool, and it's got the whole history aspect. I just love them. The trailer, I'm gonna play it now. Oh god, that's way too loud.
I just always have loved the idea of like being like a world leader,
Mm-hmm.
getting to make decisions and warmongering. I mean, like that's the reason why I play this game. It's just to pit my neighbors and fight people and try and take over the world. In any game you can drop a nuke on somebody.
Yeah.
I'm into that. This trailer's really cool though.
Yeah.
Each of us shall endure this world's life until the end.
Dang.
Did they say when this is dropping?
I think it's coming out next year, 2025.
2025. What are you gonna play it on?
PC.
Yeah,
it's probably only gonna. I wonder. I don't think Civ 6 launched on console. Like when it first came out. I know it's on console now, but I don't know if it like launched. But it's always been behind like all the console stuff. I remember reading nightmares about that.
Yeah, what was the catchphrase at the end of that? So it shall be. So it shall be. I mean, they mentioned PS5, PS4 under there, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch.
What? That does seem like. So I've tried to play a few. I've played Age of Wonders and one of the Civs. I have a Steam Deck, and like I just play it as touchscreen. This shit's it's kind of rough. So I couldn't imagine playing it with a controller. I've never tried to play it with a controller. It seems kind of rough.
Yeah. No, not a game I'd ever want to play on a controller, to be honest. That or like Crusader King or
exactly.
A game like that.
There's just so many menus you have to navigate, right? Like it's a menu simulator at points.
Yeah.
So obviously we didn't see any gameplay, but it doesn't matter. It's Civ, right? Like Civ 4 and 5 play the same. There's a lot of minute mechanic differences and stuff like that.
Right.
We won't really know those until we get our hands on it. So I'm super pumped for that one.
That's top tier right there.
It is funny though that you play differently than I do. Like I love Civ because I love like building out like the empire and like planning out my city and stuff. And I honestly like still to this day, I don't really like the war aspect, mostly because it gets in the way of my empire simulator thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I build troops and stuff just to defend myself. And like obviously if someone like takes a city of mine, like I just burn their whole empire to the ground. But like they had it coming at that point, right? It's a normal reaction.
Yeah. That's kind of where I play too. I mean, I don't like destroy all my neighbors, but sometimes, you know, you get attacked and you know,
you gotta defend yourself.
For generations you have to defend yourself until they're completely gone.
Yeah, I was talking to Scott about my last game that I played. I haven't played Civ in forever because like just making content takes up so much of my time and thinking of like planning stuff out and like looking at games and researching and stuff. But I did a Civ game a while back and I just like gave up. I was checking out they had like a new update and I had this like I basically like founded my whole like I settled my whole continent. And there was like this mountain range to the south of me and I couldn't explore it because I wasn't messing with I was going for a culture victory with like national parks and stuff, and I couldn't see to the south of me until like much later. But basically I was going for a culture victory and I was dominant over everybody, and I was like, who am I not beating? And fucking right to the south of me was Spain, and they had just like they had like 2 natural wonders down there, and like they had their whole own thing, and it's like, fuck man, if I would have explored more early I could have like taken him out. But he was like so defended that I couldn't. Like I was like 50 turns away from like nukes and stuff. I was like, I'm gonna have to nuke him to win. And I was like, I don't want to play for that long, so I just like stopped. But I'm excited to do that again in Civ 7.
Yeah, did you ever get into the multiplayer aspect of Civ?
Like when 5 came out, I played with like Jackson and like his group of friends on Civ 5.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's rough.
Yeah, I can imagine it just taking a bloody eternity.
It's like depending on how long people take on their turns, like you kind of have to almost play with a turn timer on, and like
sure.
It
like
makes it really difficult.
Turn timer or something.
Yeah, and it makes it really difficult when there's war because like whenever it's Yeah, I don't know. It just got it was just like really difficult. And it's like, oh, we want to be friendly because like you don't want to kill somebody too early, so it's like really awkward because it's like this guy's not defended. I have like you know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah,
Montezuma. I've got Eagle Warriors. I could go take a city with this and my 3 archers. You know, and it's like we've only been playing for like an hour. You know, but I never finished. Like we would have a game night and we would play it, and then like it would be hard to get that same it was like 8 of us playing at once. You
yeah,
know,
you're never gonna do it with that many people. I
like
was gonna say a co-op, like, if you played that with 2 people, I could see
oh
the
yeah,
turns not being so terrible, and
me
that actually would be kinda fun,
oh
as, like, have a
definitely.
co-op run through with a buddy.
That's what me and Scott. That's how me and Scott played a lot. If we would co-op together, we would like start a team and like we would just play against like deity AI,
Yeah, that's cool.
and it would be fun. And we'd like try different like civ pairings and stuff, and be like, oh, I'm good at this, you're good at that. That we should like balance each other out. But it would usually
Right.
like spawn
I'm
us
into
really
that.
far apart. So I definitely would be down to try that out whenever Civ 7 comes out if you're into it.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Okay. I think I said everything I needed to say about Civ. You got anything
Yep.
to say?
Nope.
All right.
Laid it all out there.
All right. So what's next? Okay, so next we're gonna watch
Oh,
the Lego Horizons trailer. I haven't seen this one. I know about it though.
Hot dog guy auditioning for the lead and unannounced action game. Wow.
We see you as more of a sidekick.
Oh sure, I get that a lot, but check out my range. Okay, okay. La, la, la. Rage, empathy, oh, hilarity. This guy, strength. And what game is this anyway?
Like the
Costume. I gotta get me one.
sandwich.
Sandwich.
Oh, she said it. She said, "Hey, sandwich."
Sorry, gotta go.
Who is that?
Did you play the original Horizon games?
Yeah, I played the first one. I liked it a lot.
I heard they're pretty good.
They're very good. I don't know if they're
Yeah.
on PS5. That's the only PlayStation you have, right? Is it PS5?
Uh-huh.
So what I don't get here is like,
Fire attack.
obviously it'll work.
Hunting machines. All
I love that that's an attack. That's hilarious.
You know.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Like-
a Horizon game with like dialed back combat mechanics.
Yeah, exactly. Because like the
Like-
whole
like-
thing is like it's kind of like The Witcher, like where it's like, oh, you've got to use these arrow types against these enemies, or this enemy's got weak spots and stuff like that. It's like very Monster Hunter. It's very cool. But what I don't get is a big part of the Lego games is it's like, oh, you get to play as all the Star Wars characters.
Yeah, you could be Batman.
Like I don't know.
Oh right, the Thunderdome.
Like the only character I remember from the games is Alloy. Like I don't know who this other guy is, but I didn't play the second one. Maybe he's really important in the second one or something.
Yeah, I have no clue.
So like that's weird. Like I don't know who this game is for, cause like kids. Oh, I heard someone say that all the Lego like Star Wars games and everything else. Dang, she fucking just throated that whole hot dog.
Wow. This game's definitely not for kids.
Yeah, but like yeah, like it's a Lego game, which is kids. So is this seems like a game for like a divorced dad that
Yeah, I'm
like that is like, oh, I need a game to play with my son or whatever. That like, you know what I mean? Like,
I guess is there a co-op aspect to Horizon?
no, not that I know
It
of. Not
seems
in the
like it's a
first one.
single player RPG, but those were just companions you're
So
running around with.
like, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's a Lego game. I kind of got bored. Like, even Sam got bored of Lego games, right? Sam is my son, for those that don't know, and
How old is Sam?
he'll be 13 this year, right? And he's like already bored with Lego games. He got bored with Lego games like a couple years ago because we got one, and he was like, "Eh."
He's still playing Roblox though, right?
Oh, yeah, he loves his Roblox.
For the ladies.
Lego Fortnite's supposed to be cool. I guess that's like
Yeah.
what this
No, that's
ties
what I
in.
was thinking about. Lego Fortnite,
Yeah, that.
which is fun. From when I played it, it looks like you can do a lot of cool stuff. It's kind of like Minecraft in the way that you can build stuff. Like people were building like planes and rocket cars and stuff, and like so that aspect is really fun to me. And if in Horizon it looked like there was some component of building, I didn't know how intricate that was, but
Yeah, I'm
that's
sure
it.
it'll just be the normal like Lego game level of it, you know.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what it looked like. But honestly, I probably wouldn't play Horizon. So it with the Lego skin, I mean, I'd probably be more inclined to play it, but still
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about
not chubbing,
these
bro.
like 3D action story based games. Like
Mhm.
they feel so 6 years ago, if that makes any
Yeah.
sense. So like
Did
at
you
the
play a lot of those Lego games in general?
no, I mean, I played a lot. I played a lot of the Star Wars ones, right? But
Mm,
those were like new, and like each one was different at that time too, you know, they were like
yeah.
doing new stuff. Now it's kind of like they've got their formula down. Like I stopped playing basically once they started talking in the games. I like the weird Lego lobble that they did.
Oh, with real dialogue.
Yeah, they wouldn't talk at all. It would just be like Lego dudes like
Charlie
miming,
Brown
basically
noises.
like miming, and no, they had no voices. They would like mime out their actions and stuff like that. So it was like crazy, like that they could like convey like emotions and stuff that way. Now they just talk at them, and it's like it's fine, but I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know who that game is for.
I'm interested to see how it does though.
Yeah,
I
that
think it
just
buys
seems
it.
like it would bomb, but maybe there's some diehard Horizon Zero Dawn fans out there that I don't know
I
of.
guarantee that you there's that, and what it does have going for it. I mean, what's a Lego game? So like, I feel like it's potato salad right there. Somebody's gonna buy it.
Yeah, for sure. See, I'm more
And
interested in the Lego sets of the creatures of like the
yeah.
I don't remember what they're called, but those things were cool.
Ooh,
Like
interesting. You know what? You bring up a good point. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
no, that was it. Like just like the mech saber tooths and stuff like that. Like they looked fucking awesome in that. And so like Lego sets of that are cool, which I imagine that's how this game is made. It's I'm sure they're gonna launch
Yep.
more because I don't know if I've seen Lego builds of Horizon Zero Dawn stuff, but I think it's like fan made stuff. It's not like a set someone bought from Lego, and
I
that's
I definitely think you're onto something there.
mhm.
That was kind of what I was gonna say too. It's like, well, they're just gonna sell Lego sets with this game too. So,
Yeah,
and people will buy Lego sets. I mean, that whatever the hell that robot T-Rex dinosaur thing
yeah. Oh, that's so
that looked
that's
like a
just
monster to build. So,
even without knowing what Horizon Zero Dawn is, right? Lego dinosaur mecha.
yep, that will sell.
Yeah, right. So that's kind of what I get from that. It's like they're like, hey, they approach Gorilla and were like, hey, we're gonna make they were like, hey, why don't we make some Lego sets of stuff from the game? And Gorilla was like, that's cool. And then someone was like, oh, we should make a game to tie in to the Lego sets. And they were like, oh, sure. We've got enough money lying around or something. I don't know. It just seems
What are
weird.
some other games that Gorilla's made?
That's the main one that I know of is Horizon. I know if there's someone is gonna know and they'll be upset that we're talking that we don't know that they've made all this stuff.
Leave it
Uh,
in the comments below, especially if
Guerrilla
it's hate.
Games.
Let us know if you like or don't like our voice.
Yeah.
Also,
So games developed. So they did. Oh, they're behind Killzone. That was their big thing before Horizon Zero Dawn.
got
Never
yeah.
played Killzone, so that's why I don't know
Nah,
what
there's
they're.
too many games that are sort of in that genre that are competing with each other for us to play 'em
Remember when
all.
Killzone was it was the Halo killer?
Yeah, right.
And we're like, all right, that's sure, buddy. So, but yeah, it's Killzone, and then they worked on the first Horizon game for like 6 years, it looks like, and then it's been the Horizon games is what they've worked on. Which Horizon is awesome. I heard Killzone was good. I heard the campaigns were good, but like the multiplayer was kind of shitty. But like,
Yeah, I just imagine that game was sold to be a multiplayer game and compete like as like an online multiplayer game.
yeah,
So
the Sony online stuff at that time was not very good.
yeah,
Like Xbox, like they nailed it so hard with all the Halo and like COD, Xbox Live,
mhm,
and I still no one ever talks about this, but that's why Xbox was so dominant for the Xbox and the 360 life cycle, right? Like they like fucking like Sony had the PS2 and all their single player stuff, but Xbox Live it
mhm.
just destroyed Sony. Like that's why the PS3 sucked so hard, I think. Like they didn't have a whole lot of good games until like late in the console life. and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
there
But
were a lot of people on Xbox. It was sort of like, people who couldn't afford a PC
oh yeah,
and just getting into like it had a big pool to play with. Like you're playing those Halo games,
yeah,
you're playing
Halo,
Call of Duty,
Call of Duty,
and
like
I mean, I imagine that there's still people playing. You're not playing Halo on the PlayStation, but
yeah,
probably could still play online Call of Duty. But just
yeah.
because Halo was on there and
Like
it was
that's how
so
they
huge.
got they kept buying Xboxes because of Xbox Live, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
also too, I don't know if a game can be as big as Halo was anymore. Like at the time, you
Like
know?
a culture, like how like yeah, you ask anybody that's our age about Halo LAN parties,
Yeah.
like yeah, everybody had I mean, Fortnite is
Yeah,
probably
I was thinking of
actually.
Fortnite.
I mean,
'Cause that
Fortnite is also like how old is Fortnite? It's like 6 or 7 years old at this point, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing about Fortnite, you're gonna get people who'll be like, "Fuck Fortnite. I hate that game. It's
Yeah.
stupid."
I
No,
mean,
when Halo came out, nobody was like, "That game sucks."
yeah.
No, fucking blew their lid off.
We can attach 4 TVs together and all
Oh
play.
god.
Dude, that was some of the best birthday parties ever, dude.
Well, that's why we're all friends is because of online Halo 2.
Oh yeah.
And
Just
that's why we have a podcast now.
hearing everybody talk about it. Fucking Fortnite came out in 2017. That's crazy. Okay, I think that's it for the Civ. So this one was one you brought up, which I didn't hear about this one. This one's Rogue Eclipse, which
Who knows if this even is a real one? Because look at McDougal.
I
He's
think that's
got
the
100.
dev. Like I just think that's the dev. Interesting. So
Yeah.
it's like a third person. Interesting.
They say there's a roguelike mechanic to this.
It looks like it would have a roguelike mechanic.
Yeah, so like space flight simulator, roguelike, cool visuals. I'm into that.
It's
It
got
sort of
that.
reminds me of like a, like an old school, like the evolution of an old school like arcade cabinet game.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
like this is the next progression of that
That's
stuff.
kind of
So
what like a big factor of roguelikes are, is that.
yeah.
Um, interesting. Yeah, see it's got all the McDougalin things at the bottom.
Yeah, so
I think
this
this is just
maybe
the
it's just made by one guy.
yeah.
We
Interesting.
probably should do more research on that, but
I'm not.
any game that's made by well, we're not going to, but somebody
It's
somebody's out
interesting.
there listening.
So it's
Let us
got one problem that a lot of I think it's made in the Unreal Engine, and it's got a lot of problems that Unreal Engine games have for me because I see a lot of them covering like indie games, and it's like it if you don't change much in it, it just looks like an Unreal Engine game, and it like doesn't stand out because like all the textures are just like, oh, it's look at how shiny this texture is and stuff. So I don't know. I don't really like that style of game. It looks like a shoot 'em up space shooter game, and
Yeah.
like they're very like Twitch based, like movement wise. Like you got to be like real twitchy and like I don't know. That's why I like turn based games and stuff where it's like I've got room to like somewhat think out my turn and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, you and I are the exact same in that way. I love turn-based games, I love games that are like a combination too, that'll
Yeah,
mix like a little bit of turn-based in with actual fighting, because I think Bethesda games do that really well, where they, you know, you can swing a sword, pause it, take some potions, switch magicka.
yeah.
Like,
Push yourself. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, I mean that stuff's fun for me. But I know what you mean. This looks like it is a game developed by one person though, so
Yeah,
it's
it's
probably it looks like a game that there's just not gonna be enough for me to buy it, but
yeah,
it
it's
looks
interesting.
yeah,
Just depends on like how engaging the gameplay is.
right.
But so I feel bad for a lot of these indie games because they always get compared to like, oh, this is just X but Y type shit. You know what I mean? So like this seems like a really hard game to do as a third person type shoot 'em up.
Mhm.
There's a game out there called Nova Drift, which is like it's like asteroids, like you see your ship and you can like fly all the way left and it pops you out on the right side of the screen. And it does like the ship combat and like the combining of your ship and like your a lot of people call them like broken build simulators, kind of like Vampire Survivors, where it's like, okay, I do all these things and now my grenades explode and they make smaller grenades and then those grenades explode into smaller grenades, or my mine shoots my weapon now, and there's like all sorts of weird stuff you can do. And so it's got to compete with a game like that, which is so good, right? So I wish him the best of luck, but it was like really like it kind of hurt my eyes with how bright everything was.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just me watching the stream of the Discord, but I don't know. Yeah, no, it was bright. It was bright, bro.
So interesting. I'm sure there's people out there that are into that, but I don't think that one is it's a me game.
Yeah,
Okay, so this one I didn't hear about. I haven't watched the trailer. It's
you haven't seen this one?
no more room in hell. This is one you talked about. So I'm
Hmm.
intrigued to watch this trailer. It's supposed to be some sort of looks like some sort of survival horror. Oh my god, that is so loud. Sorry.
You
No
can
More Room in
change
Hell
that
2
in
is a
post.
permadeath horror
I might.
co-op game.
You start with a flashlight with no weapons,
don't
and you're
destroy
exploring in the
headphone
dark, and
users.
you're trying to find your first friend and your first weapons to get some safety.
You find more gear, you find more people. It's suddenly 4 players, 6 players, 8 players, up to that final showdown at the power plant, where hordes of zombies are pouring in and are using explosives and assault rifles to overcome that final challenge.
Like with Chivalry, combat is the first thing we focused on, being Torn Banner. We want that game.
Oh, is this made by the
just
Chivalry
really
devs?
intense, and it's part of the immersion. Every run is different. We're
I
looking
guess
at
so.
how do we
There was
deliver
a
the
little bit of
Hollywood
gameplay in
cinematic
this, you know?
experiences. You know, how do we put you in a place
Interesting.
that you've never been before, but you've
You
always
know,
wanted
sometimes
to?
when you go for
It's like
hyper realism,
co-op
though,
with
it
consequences.
backfires,
And the fun becomes how long.
Yeah, you
can I
kind of want
survive
the
if
zombie
something
games
pops
to
up?
be a little campy.
right? Because
Interesting.
there it's a little too realistic looking, and then the axe swings and stuff happen, and it just seems like
No More
I
Room
don't
in Hell
know.
2
But
is a
Interesting.
permadeath
Yeah, well, like
horror
Chivalry
co-op
was
game.
like
You
kind
start
of
with
like
a flashlight
realistic
no
with the
weapons,
combats
you're
and stuff.
exploring in the dark.
I'm just gonna play it again without the audio. I keep forgetting if I click off a Discord. Interesting. It's got like the heavy like your swings have like weight and stuff. Interesting. So
I
like
mean, any game that you can play with the homies, and that's a zombie game.
true facts.
I mean, you know, you're getting real close
Yeah.
for me spending money on
It
that.
really, as long as the game itself works, I'm with you. Like that adds like such a big aspect to it. Like being able to fucking run around with the boys. Like I think that's why me and you have been enjoying Helldivers so much. Like the gameplay is really good, but also like just think about last night when we were playing and that dude iced you.
Oh, that
I,
was cool.
I
I
just
wish you had a clip.
oh god, that would have been such a good clip. Freaking we were achievement hunting and Drew called in like we called in like a couple 380s and we were going for all the barrages at once. And we accidentally like some dude joined our squad and he like spawned into the 380 and just got like murked. And then he came back,
Obliterated.
killed Drew, and then just without even thinking, I just mowed him down. I just mowed
It was
that.
instant. It was like, yeah. It was a thing of beauty. I appreciate you having my back like that, man.
Oh, it was so funny.
That's how I know if shit went down in real life, like you wouldn't even think. You're just jumping and swinging.
Yeah, that's so funny. And then he quit. He quit immediately after I TK'd him. Yeah, it seems fine. If it's made by, let me pull out my phone real quick.
This is where we can do a Manscaped plug. You never know.
So it's made by Torn Banner. I think that's the Chivalry 2 devs. Yeah, they made Chivalry 2. That was pretty cool. I don't think we played that one together, but I played the demo at one point where there was like a free weekend, and I think you got it on PlayStation because of something free.
Was Chivalry 2 the was this the multiplayer
Like medieval. It was like
game?
yeah, it was
like pretty massive.
yeah, it was like 64 versus 64 or something
Yeah,
stupid. And then it
okay.
also had like bots too, like to fill out
Yeah.
the armies and stuff. And
Yeah,
it
that was fun.
Yeah, that game was crazy, and it was brutal. Like you could like cut people's arms off and shit like that. It was insane.
Yeah, I wanted more homies to get into that with me. I played a little bit with our
I think it just didn't have
our other
crossplay,
friend David. Yeah, exactly.
which is why
Any
we
game
never.
without crossplay, come on, guys.
Yeah, it's at this day and age. It's kind of crazy that like Sony was a big is still a big problem for why there isn't as much open crossplay. Because it's like like they can do it like Fortnite is why that Sony like started allowing crossplay and stuff. But yeah,
God.
that sounds cool. Yeah, if we can get a couple of the boys to play that one, I would definitely be down. Is
Yeah,
it
there's always room for games like that to be
eight
purchased throughout the year, you know?
8-player co-op? That's a lot. I don't know if I have 8 friends, but you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
we could get 3.
Yeah,
Hey, there's a friend out there listening right now.
yeah.
Hey, friend.
So that looks cool. Like I was already interested just from the idea of the game,
Mhm.
but yeah, this is old by the way. This game's out. Oh no, Halloween 2024. I don't know why I thought we were in 2025. So it comes out in Halloween. Good time on the launch
Comes
on
out
that.
soon-ish.
So yeah, that sounds interesting. What's next on the docket? Okay, I'm
Oh,
gonna make sure the sound is down.
ooh,
Okay.
baby.
So I haven't watched. I didn't even know they were making this.
As
This
young
is
witches and wizards,
Oh, I've
we
known
all
about
dream
this
of
for a
soaring
long
through the
time.
sky like our
what is
favorite
this
heroes.
Disney
When it comes to Quidditch, we've all
thing?
wondered.
Oh my god, it's him. It's the boy who lived.
To be the next
Who is it?
Quidditch star?
It's Giny.
Yeah. Did she play Quidditch? That lore actor?
To be
Also,
the toughest opponent?
what a stupid game. Like, you've got like all of this stuff to do, right? With the scoring of goals and whatnot, and then you just get the snitch and you win basically.
Yeah, obviously in this they've had to change how
Yeah, the
the
scoring
game
works.
works
Yeah.
because that's, you know,
No dream is too big.
couldn't be a real competitive sport.
Yeah.
But I've actually played this game. I played the whatever you want to call it, alpha, beta,
Yeah.
and there's some potential
Interesting.
for sure. For hopefully like
I'm just not a big Harry Potter guy anymore.
I mean, for me, I beat the brakes off of Hogwarts Legacy. I got a platinum in that game. I wanted Quidditch in that game, and they didn't do it. They didn't add Quidditch to that.
Is
And
this
for
made
that
by the same
reason, that,
studio?
yeah, Warner Bros. Games. Pretty sure they make.
Well, that's usually like the publisher. Like, is it made by
Pretty.
the?
I'm pretty
Interesting.
sure it is.
I wonder why they went with that art style. Because like,
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that.
because
I mean, actually,
because
on.
whatchamacallit, my brain's not working. Sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Something about the art style.
The Hogwarts Legacy. God, I got stuck on the name.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. Hogwarts Legacy was like realistic looking, right?
Yep.
This has that
Exactly.
like weird like.
Fortnite vibes.
Yeah, Fortnite and like the last couple of Disney games they've made have had this art style. How is this gonna work? Like, if you're the seeker, are you the only one that can grab the thing? Was that the gameplay? The top down shot?
Yeah,
Like,
the gameplay is like throwing the quaffle through the. It looks like there's literally like just a split second of maybe gameplay where it's like half gameplay where Ginny's like throwing the quaffle through there.
yeah.
But I played the actual gameplay, and there could be. I'm excited for this game. There's
Is it
potential here
is it
because you could
3D?
do like
Oh, that is
yeah,
that
it's
gameplay
like
right
this
there.
is it. This is it right here.
That's a really
So you have a
interesting.
keeper. Like I mean, honestly, this trailer is one of the worst trailers
Is it
for like a big game. Like it just doesn't look like a good trailer to me. But this
you
is a game I'm super excited about.
is it like FIFA like 1v1 type shit or
No,
like can you
this
have
is gonna be you're gonna squad up. It's gonna be like Rocket League. So you're gonna fill out
Oh,
whole squads. You're gonna have, 2 beaters, a seeker. Well, actually, you're gonna have a keeper. What are some other positions?
I don't know. The seeker, the
Chaser.
keeper, the goalie.
You got the chaser. But yeah, so I'm excited to do that.
It keeps like moving on. Okay,
No, you're good.
that's way more interesting. The
Yeah, no, it's
all the stuff
I
you said.
imagine it being like maybe like a Rocket League,
That makes
except
more
you're
sense.
playing with some more homies, and I think there's gonna be some fun like broom dodge mechanics that I've already kind of seen, like some rolls and stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
interesting.
but I really, really hope that it's kind of fleshed out because I don't know, this trailer kind of looks like
Yeah, it looks more like a
doesn't look
story
good.
trailer or something like for the campaign.
Yeah. And I guess earlier we were talking about kind of how Fable. This is sort of like a Fable art style,
Yeah,
almost.
exactly. Yeah, the original Fables. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, but
we can't shit on it for one game and then be like, why is it
It's
for
just
another?
it just doesn't scream Harry Potter is why I'm
No,
saying that. You
I
know what I mean?
wish. I think this would have been better with
Like a
sort of
realistic.
a Hogwarts legacy graphics, in
Yeah,
my opinion. But
interesting.
hey, they need to sell this game to kids,
Yeah,
and that's who's gonna buy this game,
yeah,
and me,
realistically.
the grown man child.
The grown adults that are gonna grind it out. Interesting. Okay, that's cool that it's gonna be a squad though. Like they're
Yeah,
actually
no,
making
that's
Quidditch.
that's
It's crazy that it's
that's
taken
what I'm
this
excited
long,
for.
and I feel I'm so annoyed that like all this stuff is happening now because like Harry Potter was obviously a big part of my childhood, but now
Mm.
like J.K. Rowling has like ruined it for me because
Oh yeah,
since she's such a turf.
yeah, all those mean things.
But anyways, let's not dwell on that part of
Yeah, to be
it.
fair, I will say this, just that like other people make those games that
Hmm.
aren't her, and people's livelihoods do depend on making those games and people supporting them.
Yeah,
And
it's a very awkward situation because like it's like I want to support the devs, but like I know J.K. Rowling's still making money off of it,
mhm.
so it's very weird.
And yeah, no, it's like it's hard to deal with because like I love the IP so much too. Like there's
Yeah.
so much nostalgia with like reading those Harry Potter books, and I mean the Hogwarts Legacy game really was for me something special. I love that game.
Yeah, no, it looked like it would be it looked solid to me.
Yeah, no, it was solid, really solid. Um,
Like obviously nothing crazy, but it seems weird that it's taken this long to make a Harry Potter game like, you know?
yeah, yeah. I mean I guess that's just how gaming goes. I feel like they just, I mean, at least
Cuz
I don't know, at least it's not GTA.
there were like
The love suck.
Harry Potter games back in the day, but they were all like they were all movie tie-ins, right? Like you couldn't be your own wizard or anything like that. Like you always had to play as
Yeah,
Harry or you were a Lego game or something, you know?
exactly. I remember the ones on like Game Boy Color and
Yeah.
like those games. They were kind of fun, but kind of hard. I remember getting stuck on those games as a kid.
Having to go to Game Facts.
Nah, I never was about that when I was a kid. If
Okay.
I ran into an issue as a kid on a game, well, it wasn't like I probably would be like 11, so I didn't like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if there was a game facts, but I didn't know to like look up stuff to
Oh
figure
yeah.
stuff out. So
No, I played JRPGs back in the day, so like at certain points, like you needed like in case you forgot to write something down, you
oh
had to
yeah.
go and look shit up.
I mean, like, what about the like OG Samus game where you probably have to draw out the map for yourself?
Yeah, shit like that.
That's
Crazy.
fun though.
Yeah,
That's fun.
that's part of it. Or you have to buy the strategy guide.
Hmm. Oh, here we go.
Okay,
Can
so
we do a quick? We can do a cut here, right?
yeah, if you need to.
Yeah. Let me just pee real quick, but
Okay.
I can't wait to talk about.
Oh, that was a good piss, bro. I know I just peed
Uh,
before we started the pod, and it's only been
I
like an
love
hour,
those.
but I had so much piss.
Yeah. No. You gotta drink and stay hydrated.
All right, you ready to hop back in?
Do it.
Okay, so we're gonna watch the CUFFBUST trailer, which I think I've seen this one. Maybe not the trailer, but I know about the game. This does not look like something I would ever play.
Yeah.
But like it's got that Among Us energy.
Mhm.
Where like it looks like I'm sure it's fun, especially if it's like you get a whole squad of boys playing, you know?
20 people.
Yeah, like it's got like dropping the soap and stuff in it, like you're just beating up the guards.
It just looks so.
Like is it
bad.
gonna be M-rated? Like it seems weird. Like it seems like an M-rated Roblox game to me.
And I guess any prison game. See, this is the only way you can do a prison game is if you make the characters look like that.
Yeah, cartoony. Like they've got pipe bombs and stuff. I love that that's the keyboard interaction.
This is made by Single Dev.
Yeah, I can see that.
So,
This either looks like it has one guy working on it or 1,000 people working on it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it almost has the vibe of like a AAA studio like made it because they saw Among Us.
That's a pretty high praise right there, I'd say.
Like it looks,
mean,
it
respect
looks
anybody.
solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's some. I can see this is a game that can create some really fun moments with friends and people. And probably
There's like
a fun game to
Why
watch.
is there an anti-air turret?
at the prison. It knows that the inmates are going to escape by helicopter.
Like they're
now this part is
like they're
hilarious.
smoking some J's. I guess that's how you
This
know you
is
escaped.
almost the only redeeming factor is that they're smoking blunts like on the beach.
Yeah, like who is
But
that?
no, it's, yeah,
I don't
look at that.
like who is that for? What the fuck is this? Oh, there's I was like, why am I getting recommended this? And then I just see, oh, it's because Asmund.
I saw that. Leave that. Make that the thumbnail. Actually,
Nips out. That's so funny. So yeah, I don't know. That was a game. Like I'm just
yeah. No, it was a game we needed to watch and talk about.
like you've played Among Us, right? Like, have you played it
Oh,
with
yeah.
like? So I've played it a few times. Like I've played it with Sam, like my kid, and like some other situations. But like I played it with like a full squad of people with Jackson one time, and some people take that game very seriously. Like I was
Wasn't
like,
there a blowout over that? Like, didn't people friendships were lost or something?
maybe I don't know. Like my anxiety when I was playing was like that game, like it got into you. So I don't know if this
Yeah.
one's gonna have that same thing because like I don't know. Are people gonna play as the cops or are you all the mouse thing? So also there's no social gaming aspect to it either, which was like the big part of Among Us. So I feel like it's got the vibes of a game that's gonna blow up for like streamers. Like your popular streamers are gonna play it because it's easy, it's silly. So like they'll have stuff to talk about with their fans and shit like that. Is the vibe I get from it.
But you're right about it not having that, because like in Among Us, you know, some people can't talk, and then you have to convene and talk after and try and figure out who's who. I mean,
Yeah.
there's that. This looks like there might be some. You might need to communicate a little bit to do certain tasks to like break out of certain parts. But
Yeah, like certain people
I
have to
get what
go
you're
to the
saying.
computer room, it looked like, and stuff. So I don't know. It looks interesting. Again, I don't know. Like it's one of those games where you need to have the chat open, like the in-game chat open, and I just hate that so much because like we dealt with that as teenagers, and we were the problem like back then most of the time.
In RuneScape.
Yeah, or like I just meant like in mod, just like fucking yelling at fucking people, and then people being like, "Oh, shut up, your balls haven't even dropped yet," and you're like, "Well, at least I'm not a virgin," or something like that. You know what I mean? Like how toxic chat was.
Yeah, classic.
And then I'm just imagining like dealing with kids now, or just like someone
It goes full
playing.
circle. You have to tell a kid his balls have. But see,
Yeah,
for me, like I've never told a kid that because that's weird.
yeah. Why do you
Like
care
to
about my
think
balls?
back on like an adult saying that to me, I'm like, you're a fucking creep.
Yeah. How do you know this isn't my voice?
Yeah, how do you know I don't have Benjamin Buttons or something?
Benjamin Buttons. But yeah, that seems like a game.
It would be a game that I'd play for free. I would never spend money on that
Yeah,
game.
it definitely seems like a game where I would watch like Northern Lion or somebody like Charlie or somebody like that play it and be like,
talking
okay,
What's Charlie's what's his channel name?
Ping
Penguins?
Z
Yeah, I don't know.
Z and then 0, I think, or something like that. Like I would watch someone like that play it and then like never buy it type thing. Just because
Yeah.
it's not I don't get the appeal of it. Like I get the appeal of it, but I also don't get it at the same time. It's like Roblox. Oh my god, I'm so burpy, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got anything else you want to say about it?
No, I think that was you burping is a great way for that to end that.
So this one is a game I am so hyped for because it's Star Wars, and then I am also equally so whatever the opposite word for hype is because it's made by Ubisoft.
All right, before we start, I just want to say one thing about Ubisoft. Is I feel like they spread themselves so thin with the games that they make
Yeah.
that they never quite make a great game. That all their games are okay.
Yeah.
But
no, their
I know
best
Assassin's Creeds are okay, and The Division is okay, but still.
their best games are their small team games, like the last two Prince of Persia games. Unbelievably polished, like so good. Like they could do great, but they're held back by the board. It's like, oh, we got to do all these things because the market research shows this. You know what I mean? They released us. I don't know if they developed them exactly, but they're like the publishers behind them. There was a Prince of Persia game that came out, I think in like 2023. It came out like 6 or 8 months ago, and it was like the old school Prince of Persia, like the 2D, like Metroidvania style. So good. I didn't play it, but I watched like so much gameplay for it and was like, man, I want to buy this, but I didn't have the money or the time with other like it didn't look like a game I would cover on the channel. And then I got a key to their other Prince of Persia game that is made by one of the dev teams that worked on Dead Cells, it's called the Rogue Prince of Persia, and it's like a roguelike Prince of Persia, and it's so good. But again, that's not Ubisoft making it, they're just the publisher. So I don't know. Like they don't make none of the Ubisoft games are bad, like gameplay wise. It's the
like,
weird shit that's taxed onto it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the Ubisoft, but
They call them Ubisoft because Ubisoft.
because Ubisoft.
No, because Ubisoft when you're playing them.
Because you're not chubbing.
Because you're not chubbing. You know, you're not
Yeah.
rock hard. But this looks...
speaking of getting rock hard, this game.
Yeah, I just love Star Wars.
Yeah, that's
like look at that. Like there's like stealth.
Come on.
Welcome to the first.
You get to be an outlaw in Star Wars.
Yeah, like
it looks like it's like basically like Uncharted.
Yeah,
with Star Wars.
I can see that.
But you know, way more polished and crazy. I mean, the environments look insane.
Yeah, like no one's ever said an Ubisoft game has looked bad, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, the ship, like I mean, you've played Jedi Survivor, right? The EA Star Wars game?
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit's cool. I love this fucking old droid that's now a bounty hunter. Like I love that shit.
I like the cute little new pet that they add.
Yeah, I don't really give a okay, I guess. He's clearly just a mammal version of an axolotl.
I just like that they always have to have something like kind of cute like that in the Star Wars game.
Yeah, they gotta market it, you know?
No.
So this is just does Ubisoft make Far Cry? This is just like Star Wars Far Cry, right?
Jamie, look that up.
Yeah. pull up the clip of the bear mauling that guy.
Let's see.
As your versatility grows.
Oh, there's a grappling hook. I'm in. I fucking love it. I love grappling. Oh, dude, that's oh, look at that. That was cool.
Yeah, that looks cool. How it's marking everything. Oh, I love that one.
I just meant more of like that's the shield thing from. I mean, it's in Star Wars, but it was in Battlefront.
I'm gonna finish it.
Shame.
Oh, that's fun.
Shame, and then you just shoot him.
That's fun.
Is everything.
I love those games where you only have 2 options.
Yeah.
You know.
Good or evil.
It's like, why can't there be a couple more, guys? We haven't advanced past that point where I can have 3 options.
Oh, that's cool. We've never seen one of those things with a dead eye.
Yeah, what are those things called again? I have a name that I can't.
It's up to you where your loyalties lie.
Shit.
Being wanted by the Empire brings a new.
I love how it's like you're wanted and you're clearly just on. That's an Empire ship that you're on there. Dude, remember how crazy the Mandalorian made the fucking ATST that they had to fight? That shit was so cool.
I love Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Stars are unique locations.
So I feel like the ATSTs aren't going to be a big deal because she wasn't that scared of that one.
And adventures to discover.
Like they were a big deal in Jedi Survivor. Like they were little mini bosses, you know?
Yeah, as Ubisoft, I mean, they don't really make games that are that hard, right?
No.
It's and
I don't know if they. I feel like they have difficulty sliders for Assassin's Creed.
Now, is this going to be a game that you're going to put 60 hours into, or like 200 hours into?
Yeah.
Is my
yeah, like to get all the collectibles and stuff.
Yeah, and is it?
See, like this exploring shit is like, how much am I gonna have to explore? Like, I liked exploring in Jedi Survivor because it wasn't like, it was like decently sized, but it wasn't like massive like some of the Assassin's Creed maps are.
I mean, the bottom line is everybody's gonna buy this game. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it for sure. I'm gonna wait as long as the reviews don't say the game's broken. I'll probably buy it when it comes out. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
the pricing of it is crazy, and the like pricing of it is stuff I've heard people talk about, and then like certain stuff is like locked behind DLC already, type shit. Because it's Ubisoft, so I don't know. It's a weird spot for me because I love my Star Wars, obviously.
Yeah. When does that come out again?
August 30th. Yeah, it's not that far away, right? We're in what, June right now?
Let some people play that first. Tell me if it's. I mean, I know it's probably gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, at worst it'll be mediocre because it's an Ubisoft open world. Like it to me it looks like Far Cry Star Wars.
Yeah. I want to play that game. I'm gonna buy it eventually. I think.
I wonder if I'm gonna like, do I buy it when it comes out, or do I like? Should I like? I might just wait like a year. You know what I mean? Because it's an Ubisoft game. Like I'm not that interested in it.
Not dying to support them.
Like obviously, people
it
have FOMO, right? Some people are gonna buy it because they don't want anything spoiled. Like how much is gonna get? Like I don't. It doesn't seem like a game where I'm gonna be. Like I read Jujutsu Kaisen the manga. And like whenever I know a new issue's about to come out, I like don't get on TikTok because I know TikTok is gonna throw me a fucking spoiler video or something like that.
Damn it, be like that?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't think I have to worry about that with Star Wars Outlaws. And even if the story gets spoiled, I really don't care. I just want to run around and like shoot people, like as like a Han Solo lady type thing, you know. So I'll probably wait like a year and get it like whenever like because there's gonna be there's gonna be like a DLC for this, so you might as well just wait until the fucking Game of the Year edition comes out, or the complete edition, gold edition, whatever the fuck they call it, and just buy that for $10.
Yeah,
you know.
I was thinking just like wait for it to come out on like PlayStation Premium or Xbox Game Pass. Like eventually,
that's actually a good idea.
It'll land on there, and
I mean, it's an Ubisoft game. It doesn't say what consoles it's for at the end. I noticed. Like all the other trailers have the thing at the bottom. It's an Ubisoft game though, right? So it'll just be on. It'll be on everything.
Everything.
All right, what's next on the docket? Okay, so this one is Neva.
I forgot about. Oh yeah, now I know this one.
No, this is the one you brought up. Also, most of this list was from Drew. For anybody watching.
Yeah, in my notes, this was the platformer for girls.
Yeah. Yeah, but their last game, Gris. I didn't play it. I watched another streamer called Jorbs play it, and it's like so this is definitely in the category of like, are video games art? And like, this is art that you can play, is how I feel about it. Like it's amazing. I love that it's there. I don't know if I care about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd say that all video games are art, but this takes like the artistic element of video games to even a higher platform.
Like it looks crazy. It's like a Studio Ghibli movie, but as a video game, which is so cool. But
it's stunning to watch.
But it's one of those games that like, I don't know if it's for me for what I'm looking for in video games, which is a weird thing to say. But like this music, like, oh my god.
I feel like if this game was a
it's
like a co-op platformer and like puzzle game.
Oh, like one of you could play as the wolf?
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely stunning. Like, without a doubt. You know what I mean? Gorgeous.
Gris, what is it?
Yeah, I think you said it. I don't know. I don't know how to say it either.
Gris is like gray in Spanish, but basically, is that game's kind of spooky, right?
No, it's very similar to this. It's all like that one is like, it's been so long since I've seen anyone play it, and I didn't watch all of it, so I didn't get the full story. But it's very much like, it's like a lady like learning how to deal with like grief and loss and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like a platformer and stuff. But this one has like combat in it. I don't think Grease had combat. I think Grease was all about like exploring and jumping and like puzzles and shit like that. So yeah, I don't know. Like, but I feel bad that I probably will never play this game because of how good it looks, you know?
Yeah, I wonder if we know somebody who will play it.
probably, I don't know, it seems like something Jackson would play. Maybe.
I don't know.
But then again, not, because it doesn't look like it. Like, that's the problem, is it's like a lot of these very artsy games are very like easy, which is fine. There's not every game needs to be Dark Souls, or should be Dark Souls for that matter. But yeah, it feels derogatory, but I do kind of agree with your platformer for girls type vibe. Like, it seems like a very like casual style game in a way. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, another one that I'm just. I like the trailer.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Like, it's a game I'm totally fine with watching somebody, like if somebody makes like a video of it, of like slicing it together, I would watch that type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no commentary, like I don't want to hear you talk over it. Don't want to see any chat or any memes. I just want to watch like someone play the game type thing. Which feels weird to say, because it's a game, and right, obviously you're missing out on a lot of the stuff. Is like how you interact with the world and shit like that. But yeah, I don't know. Looks beautiful though. Looks like a Ghibli movie brought to life in a video game.
Yeah, I like games that have like a certain atmosphere about them. And like there's definitely like a feel to that game that like just like playing it, they're like it looks fun and like calming, and the music sounds good. Like I can tell that that's somebody's love project for sure.
Oh yeah, no, that studio has a very good track record. So I definitely would like recommend people play it. It's not a me type thing.
That's exactly what I'd say too.
So this is Black Myth Wukong, the pre-order CG trailer. I don't know if this is the right one. No, 7 days ago. This is the right one.
Yeah, this is it.
Like, it sounds cool. Like, to take the fable of Sun Wukong. Like, that's who Goku in the story of Dragon Ball is based on. Like, the original Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I know nothing about Wukong.
Yeah, I mean, we're American. It's a Chinese tale.
But he's a monkey man.
Yeah.
And I imagine that. I mean,
it looks
this
cool.
is a really good cinematic. I mean, no gameplay, but hopefully, it looks kind of like this. What the?
That is the staff. Ooh. That's like the staff that Goku gets and stuff.
Damn, see, that looks cool. Now, are you gonna have some God of War fights? Is that what's gonna go on there?
I imagine it'll be like a third-person, like action type shit.
I wonder if you're gonna have a attack where you can throw poo.
Stop. Of course, you got the pre-order stuff. That comes out in August too.
That would only make sense.
So that's gonna come.
I'm interested in that because it looks cool.
Yeah, interesting for sure.
I like anything that has mythology behind it that I also like don't really know that well.
Very true.
And I can kind of learn about it through the game.
Is that just like a white guy thing? I feel like white people love mythology, man.
Maybe.
Like a weird. Are your parents Christian? Did you grow up like? Did you go to church?
Catholic. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, like we went when I was like in the 90s. We went, and then like when we moved to Austin, we stopped going to church.
Yeah, I feel like everybody did that at kind of that time.
Yeah, just got weird, and we just stopped going.
Then, like,
so I feel like that's a big part of it. And like I remember like learning about Greek gods and being like, oh, there's other stuff out there. Oh my god. So yeah, I just love I'm with you. I love anything mythology. But yeah, like Wukong, like this, like it's. I forget the exact. Is it like the 3 stories or something like that? But like Wukong is like one of the oldest written stories that we know about. It's like there's like 3 of them. It's like they're all Chinese. It's like Wukong and like something. There's like 3 people in them, and they all have their own like mythology story behind them.
Well, Wukong probably was a real monkey man then.
Oh yeah, no. I always talk to my wife about this, but like so many of like the old stories and like gods, I feel like were just based off of like a king that lived like 200 years before that story got written, and it just slowly got crazier and crazier. Like, look at all the Jesus stories. Like, they got wild and wilder after he died. You know?
A little bit of medieval telephone.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, Gilgamesh was clearly like probably a king that lived at some point in time, and his shit's written about him. Like,
also too, like stories and like tales, like some of them were probably just that, stories, and then they were just like told and forgotten.
or they were told to be a warning for stuff, like, you know what I mean? Because all knowledge for thousands and thousands and thousands of human history was oral knowledge. Like, we have no record of any of that stuff because it was never written down, because we didn't have a way to preserve that stuff, you know?
Yeah, I'm excited to see more. I bet there is probably more gameplay of this out. Yeah,
All
it's something
trailers.
I'd think about playing, but am I gonna buy it the first day it comes out? Probably not.
Yeah, same.
We'll see. You never know, because if it's a game, like I would have said the same thing about Ghost of Tsushima with like not knowing anything about it.
Oh
But
yeah, but you didn't buy that
like
one.
if that's like
You
game of the
just
year or something,
you just
then
started playing it, right?
no, I beat it.
I
I've got
know,
a
but
plan.
like you just played it like in the last
Oh yeah,
few months, right?
yeah,
The game came
yeah.
out
The
like 2
last
years ago.
year. Yeah. No, I beat it after
Yeah.
it had been out for a little bit.
Yeah, it's cool. I did like that one. That one was very cool. More samurai games, which I think now we're at a point where we're gonna get too many samurai games. But I felt like we went way too long without any cool samurai games. Or I've had this idea in my head for a game, and I want it to all be about knights. And it's like there's like a sword knight, right? Traditional, he uses a sword, whatever, normal. But then there's like a ranger knight, right? And he's just got like a Robin Hood cap on, but he's still in like the full knight gear, like plate, but he uses a bow or a crossbow or something.
He
And
just
then
can't have head armor.
no, he's got the hat on top of his helmet. And then the battle mage, same thing. He's got like the wizard staff, but he's got a wizard hat on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, you're all like knights. I don't know. There's something like, why wouldn't you, if you're in a war type situation, why wouldn't you, like, you can wear full plate and be just as mobile without it. You know what I mean? As you would be without it, basically. Like, so like, I don't know. I've just had that idea in my head for like a video game, like.
You listening, game devs?
Just like knights, but they just have like a different hat or something is slightly different about their armor. So I don't know, I just think it's a funny like gimmick that would be cool for a game.
I'm into that.
Okay.
That's probably another white guy thing, knights.
Oh,
For
for sure, bro. Without a doubt.
And submarines.
Okay, so this one is once human.
Humans were fated to build the monoliths.
Once
Reaching
human.
heaven
I'm
and
gonna say the
returning
joke
with a
again.
gift.
This is a game about Mark Zuckerberg.
Still funny.
But mankind was given more than it wished for.
Fuck, like
Not
what is that
progress.
thing?
There's some gameplay in this.
Are there gods? What is this?
Yeah,
Every new
this is
height
like man
is a
versus god
terrible
type
fall.
thing.
Stars.
Creepy,
Studios.
strange
Still
thing.
glimmers, even in the depths of
Multiplayer
the
open
unknown.
world survival
Like
game.
Yeah, like that house. Like what the fuck was that?
We die to live again.
Oh, cool.
Man, see, like I see all these games,
Show the greatest.
and it's like every time it has the shot of it's like, oh, you and like your squad, like 4 dudes sitting there shooting at stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think any game is gonna hit that feeling like Helldivers does. You know what I mean? Like when shit hits the fan and it's just like y'all are just like all sitting there just fucking like mag dumping into bugs. You know what I mean?
It is pretty intense. I really want to play Helldivers with like a full squad.
Oh,
like
of
of
just
our
of the boys? Oh yeah, it's goaded. It's goaded. That'd be great.
Yeah, if anybody listening wants to play Helldivers with us, let us know in the comments below. We need more people to play. We're trying to do achievement whore.
Yeah. Well, you're trying to achievement or I'm there with you. I'm there
He's
playing
there. He's there for
Helldivers.
the ride.
Yeah. But like this trailer right here or this picture, like I'm more interested in what the fuck this thing is than I am in the game itself, you know? Also, I need to play this game. I downloaded this one. Handmancers. That one looks pretty cool. Rock, paper, scissors is a roguelike. Cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's really not much to say about that one. Whenever you were talking about it earlier, when we were setting up the getting ready for the pod, this is the image I saw. Was like a dude looking at this bus with legs walking, and I was like,
What
"We
the hell
fight
is
that? Is that like our base?" Like, I don't know. I don't think it's a game I would play without
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah, no, it's if it has friendship momentum, if the homies get it,
Yeah.
and the homie wants to play it, and
I think
there's
I
momentum,
I think I got a
we'll play any game.
key. I might have been offered a key for that one on one of the
Really?
websites I use. Yeah, I'll double check later.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, this one I don't know how to feel about this one. The Batman Arkham Shadow. I heard about this one. I haven't watched a trailer yet. I heard just people talk about it on like I think Second Wind talked about it on one of their videos. VR Arkham seems weird. Like
Yeah.
the combat's so like
Iconic.
well, it's iconic, but like it's third person for a reason. Like first person combat of that where
There's
you're
a new
like
darkness
flipping around and
overtaking
shit.
Gotham, driving the city mad.
Breaking everything in your house.
Yeah. Exactly.
The only light left
Like I almost broke some shit in Jackson's house
is
whenever
from the
I
fire in the streets,
played what's his face.
casting
Yeah, you
shadows
really
of
need a
rats
spotter when you play
on
VR
everything that was
sometimes.
once good.
You're not in the right space.
Dang, who was that supposed to be? Was that
Fear is their weapon,
The Rat King?
no, who was
but they're
this?
not the only.
Is this it's like yassified
It's from the fire in the streets,
Barbara Gordon.
casting shadows of rats on everything that was once good.
What do you mean shadow of rats? That statement makes no sense.
Fear is their weapon, but they're not the only ones who can use it.
You know, this...
The Rat King. So they did
There's
they
a
make
reason
is
they
that a
didn't
real
know.
Batman villain?
Nowadays.
Rat King?
The Rat King will
we
stop
need,
at nothing to
Jackson.
destroy my city.
Yeah.
Bona-
How far will I go to destroy him?
So, yeah, I mean...
I wish
It's
they
a
would have.
cinematic trailer for a VR game. I would have liked to seen some gameplay.
Yeah, exactly. I don't. Again, like.
When the bat falls, the rats rise.
Interesting. Yeah, again, like most VR games are first person, right? Like that's how it works.
Yeah.
How like the combat's very much like being able to see behind you. You know what I mean? Like
Guys trying to punch you in
counter
the back of the head.
countering, you flip over dudes all the time, or at least how I play, I flip over dudes all the time. Like there's a lot of like the cape spin attack. Like there's a lot of moves in that game that just feel like would give me like nausea type shit.
So it says it's just for MetaQuest 3.
Yeah, I mean that's like the VR main content thingy, right?
So since I have a MetaQuest 2, that would mean I'm not going to be playing that, huh?
Yeah, probably. Probably won't be able to run it.
So
Sucker.
I'm not buying a, you know,
Yeah, no one's buying a fucking MetaQuest 3 just for this
MetaQuest
game,
3
right?
for Batman, but
Yeah, the porn can't be that much better on the 3 versus the 2. I
honestly, if it is, then that would be a real selling point because it's so pixelated. Fix it.
Yeah, I don't know, is what I say about that one.
Yeah, Batman's cool. It's not cool that it's just a VR game. We love the Arkham games a lot. Those games are super fun. Why not just
Oh,
make
yeah.
a new one, a next gen Arkham game for
I
the people?
definitely, well, they made them make Suicide Squad instead. Like, imagine if Suicide Squad wasn't a looter shooter, which makes no fucking sense, but was co-op Arkham Asylum or whatever, right?
They never quite figured that out, did they?
No,
They had that Gotham Knights game, which is supposed to be
that's
sort of
not
like
that game wasn't made by Rocksteady.
uh,
So Rocksteady, the people that made the Arkham trilogy, the good ones. There's a fourth one made by the team that made Arkham Knights, and it's fine, but it's clearly they just copied it, right? Totally fine game in its own right, but it's it didn't have the zazz that the original trilogy had. But instead of them making whatever, they decided to, and by they I mean the CEO, shareholder people that are like behind the plans of these studios. They made a looter shooter, which was the Suicide Squad, where everybody has a gun instead of like why would Captain Boomerang use a gun? He's already got a ranged weapon in his boomerang. Like Harley Quinn, I could see her using pistols, like she uses pistols in some of the comics and stuff. That's fine, but like let her use her hyenas for one of her attacks or her mallet. King Shark should have been like the tank melee guy. Like, you know, he's running in there punching dudes, biting off heads and stuff. And then Deadshot obviously would be the long range sniper guy. And he's got his wrist guns and stuff. Like there's that game just screams like wasted potential to me so much, and I hate it.
Yeah, that's always a bummer.
So, but like, yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Let's not dwell about.
Yeah, let's not put that juju on Tears of Metal.
Yeah, this one looks cool. I saw this one before you talked about it. This one seems really, really cool.
Yeah.
Scottish, like RPG.
I can imagine us playing this together.
It looks crazy. Like, I think it's a little zoomed in for the combat there. But, like, yeah, there we go. It's like third person, like, just mowing down Englishmen.
And there looks like there's a little bit more. I guess there's another component to this game. This part right here.
Yeah, like the city building and stuff.
Yeah, this looks fun.
Yeah, no, this is my kind of shit here. I'm gonna wind it back a little bit because I accidentally.
I wonder how the co-op's gonna be exactly. Like, is it a full-fledged like campaign game of co-op?
I imagine it's just us fighting, because we've got like there's this like city building which will be like the meta progression, but we'll also get warriors as we go across the map. It looks like we'll get upgrades. Like, look at that. Like, see, these are my kind of games right here. Fucking roguelikes.
This looks fun too, and it's also like the feedback on the combat looks awesome. It looks like a serotonin drop. I love games that really deliver that well, and this looks like it does.
Yeah.
And you can play with the boys.
Yeah. And girls.
Yeah. Them too.
Roguelike, co-op, hack and slash. Like, I love a hack and slash. Like Dynasty Warriors. You ever play Dynasty Warriors back in the day?
I did not. But I wonder how many people watch this video.
Only 39K. Not enough.
Yeah, this seems like it didn't have crazy hype. Some of the trailer drops seem to have like
insane hype. But again, this isn't like, I don't know what it is about looter shooters that get like survival games and like third-person shooters, man. Those videos get like crazy views. But I think it's because those games appeal to so many demographics. Like, it's got dad game energy. It's got stoner dude energy. It's got teenagers are interested in shooters, right? Like, this game is like, it's a roguelike, which is somewhat niche. Like, I'm a big roguelike guy, you know? But that's like my niche on YouTube is roguelikes that I try to fall into. And I play a lot of them. There's a lot of bad ones, or mediocre ones, you know? Like every game genre. But like roguelike seems like some people will just throw it on there just to throw it on there type thing. Because it's so hot. Because it's like so hot right now. But I don't know. It looks cool. I want to be this guy. I want to be the guy with the wolf skin.
Yeah, I want to play that with you. Doesn't seem like it would be like full price for a game either.
No, those will usually, that'll probably be like 20, 25 bucks probably. Maybe 30 or 40 if they're crazy, but that seems like I watched a short recently from, do you know who Pirate Software is?
Nope.
Dude, he's like in my shorts all the time. He's great. He's like a indie dev, but he also like live streams, and he used to work at Blizzard. He worked on like StarCraft and WoW. And then he also he was like a IT specialist for like the government, like defending like nuclear power plants and stuff, and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Blizzard?
No, he quit Blizzard.
My kind of guy.
Yeah, he quit Blizzard and then did that, and now he's a game dev and he like streams on Twitch and like that's how he like supports the company and stuff. But he also his dad worked at Blizzard, and his dad is the the WoW episode of South Park?
Oh yeah.
You know the guy on the computer?
Oh yeah. Iconic.
That character is based on Thor's dad. Thor is Pirate Software. Also, his real name is Thor. Like, how cool is that?
Well, no wonder he's living such a badass life.
Yeah,
His
fucking
name's Thor.
yeah, badass. But his dad is the inspiration for that guy in the
That's beautiful.
It's crazy, yeah. Super cool. I'll send you some shorts I'll send you a short of his later so you can watch it. But he's like super cool guy, like super chill, but he's like so knowledgeable on like game design stuff because of his time at Blizzard. And then like he's like a cybersecurity expert, since he like worked on like he did that at Blizzard. Like he helped like find botters and stuff like that. And
That's
then
awesome.
he also like that was his job at the government, like stopping like he was like cybersecurity for like nuclear power plants, right? Which you have to be obviously super crazy tight about because of nuclear stuff. Super cool.
He's huge on Twitch.
Oh yeah, huge on Twitch. Big on like I found him from YouTube Shorts is how I found him, which is like why I'm always talking to you about YouTube Shorts because like I feel like that's the like a
consume a lot of those.
it's like a good way to just like get people aware of you because you'll just scroll through it and see it and stuff. But
yeah, honestly, like you're in a short right now. People listening, this is a short. We just made this into a short. Come check out our podcast.
Yep, it could be that. But Tears of Metal looks fucking sweet. I definitely want to play it with you and some other people.
Yep.
If we can, if not, just us. Okay, so that's done. So this one you did not give a shit about. But
yeah, I got nothing to say about Dragon Ball.
It's cool. I'll be hyping up.
They test their power.
Dragon Ball is
Guess we'll see.
my shit.
This will be when the true battle begins.
I just have no nostalgia for it.
Fucking Goku's just got his nips out. So I'm pretty sure it's just like it's like the next Budokai game, which usually like has its own random like DBZ Dragon Ball story. So
I swear this looks like a game that's already out.
oh yeah, no it does.
My friends. No matter what it takes, I need to rescue
So like I don't understand the hype behind like a game that you can already kind of play.
Because it's new,
But
bro.
if it's a continuation of like some other story, I feel like the Dragon Ball games.
There's
really
the Budokai games like have their own story, like they're in their own universe type thing. So like in some of them you could play as your own character and you go through like the story stuff. This one sounds like it's got its own like RPG choices and stuff. So who knows? But I fucking love Dragon Ball. But like I hate this shit. Like all of this. Like all the pre-order
What,
stuff.
collecting?
Yeah, like all of this
You're
shit.
not gonna get that little statue?
No. It looks cool though. It does look cool. Fucking Super Saiyan Brawly fighting Ultra Instinct Goku, like that shit's peak right there, man.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is, but I'd still display that.
Like look at all this shit to pre-order here. Go away. I don't know how to make this shit go away, but like there's the standard like you know what I mean? I hate this. Play 3 days early. Play 3 days like what?
Why?
What? It's such a dumb bonus. And sometimes some of these games they'll have these play 3 days early type shit, and then like
Nobody
the
wants to
game,
be the first to play the game.
the game is so
stinker when it comes
this
out.
game is so buggy. Some people do. Some people love pre-ordering stuff. Which if you're watching this and you don't know, stop pre-ordering games. I got real close to the mic for that one. Sorry. I don't know how loud that was for you.
No, it was so intimate. You were like inside of me.
So I don't know. I love Dragon Ball. Did you watch Dragon Ball as a kid?
Nope. That's
Oh.
why this is
That's why. No wonder you're. No wonder. Why are we friends?
I've watched it as an adult. Like I've tried because all my friends love it.
Oh
But
no, you had it.
I moved to the UK when everybody was watching Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, were y'all watching
And
over there? The uh,
I don't know.
cricket.
I guess like I was watching like Boobies After Dark, whatever was on British television. It's way cooler than American TV.
Boobies do sound cool.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
After a certain time, they were allowed to show, nudity.
Yeah, just full tit.
They could even drop dong.
Yeah. Dude,
And
on the
that
subject of dong, have you been watching The Boys at all?
I have not.
Oh,
That's
man.
another one that I need to watch.
Oh, dude, there's
I
so
have
much.
seen certain scenes from that.
There's so much dong in season 3.
That's awesome.
Dong's out.
Just that alone will make me want to watch it.
So
'Cause there's
funny.
not enough dongs and
Dicks are
cinema.
always hanging dong is always funny.
yeah, there needs to be normalized in my opinion. Dropping dong right now.
Stop.
It's like a button in a fur coat.
All right, so this one is Delta Force. I didn't even hear about this one until you mentioned it earlier.
Like I've got a tally on the boys.
This is supposed to be like what do they call like a realistic FPS?
Yeah, like a tactical FPS. Beyond that, though, like it looks like a hyper-realistic tactical FPS.
Yeah.
But those are honestly sometimes kind of shitty because like your movement is so slow.
Yeah, like I don't want to play a game because it's realistic.
Conflict and suffering.
Right.
I found a way to make it better.
I already live in real life.
Yeah,
Progress,
exactly.
though, it comes with a cost.
I could go do this right now.
Yeah, I don't get like
They
who is this
weren't
for?
ready for me, for my plan and its ways.
I don't know. It's just
Fear drove them.
they're
to
competing with
us.
so many games when you try and
First
get in
with
this,
stones and pitchforks.
Yeah.
Now
this
with
market.
more.
Like there's all that
They stole
stuff,
my
but like
blueprints.
if you want to play a tactical shooter, just play Rainbow.
My foundation.
Like why wouldn't you play Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like this is definitely a cinematic trailer.
This isn't what I saw. You're watching the wrong one. This
Primal
is
fear clouded
from like
their
3 months
minds.
ago.
They did.
That almost seems better.
Yeah, that looked cool. I mean, it's a cinematic trailer. Was it this one, the next big FPS?
Yeah. Oh wait. Go down to the
This one?
Delta Force. Yeah, go to that one. 7 days ago, PlayStation.
I mean, that cinematic trailer was not good, just for the record.
Well, this
Dean,
shows some gameplay.
Valiant,
I'm pretty sure.
We've got a new
and-
mission.
Yeah, this is
Operation Lightning Strike.
So is it
The
multiplayer
situation
or
at
what?
Zero Dam is now
That's a
very
great question.
serious. With
I'm gonna
conflicts
look that up while
escalating
you
between
watch
Havoc Corps
this.
and Alsara Guard.
It's gotta be.
It's time to take action.
Yeah, like
But I
a
don't know
like
if
a
it's
The left and
PvP or
Decode
co-op.
network located at the
yeah,
tourist
like is it
center at the
is it
southeast. We need to
PvP
utilize terrain for
PvE?
stealth insertion.
Like that's a new thing. Like that's what Darker and Darker
That's fun.
is.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That sounds fun.
Yeah, that one looks good. I think it's out. I think that's free to play.
We need to pick up the pace.
Clean the balcony. On your mark.
Yeah, like that's clearly like you're killing bots there.
I'm going in.
It says it is multiplayer. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's some gameplay right there. But look at this.
Like, what's the point of aiming sideways? I don't. Are you supposed to be like aiming down the iron sights or something?
Yeah, it would make sense if you had a like a different attachment and you have
That's all
like
for
a
mission briefing.
Yeah.
The drill is over.
like in a PUBG you can have that attachment where you tilt and you'll have like a red dot, and then you can use like a long scope.
Can you shoot the kids?
The other way. Nah, they don't do that in games anymore. Even in Fallout, you can't do that.
Yeah, like Delta Force is like an old game series, right?
Yeah.
Like it was one of the first FPSs. I only know about that because of like, I think I watched like an Ahoy video on it or something.
Clear. Secure and capture
Now this part seems cool. Doing like a real.
It's like too real for me. Like, it feels weird to me because it's like they're like turning a real life thing that happened into a video game. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of this stuff exists to like desensitize you to the military industrial complex type shit. Not to get like too heavy or anything.
Well, training us all to be super soldiers. What is this, Ender's Game?
Well, not even that. Like, it's just to like desensitize you to like real like war type shit. You know what I mean?
Well, that's. I mean, that's.
Like, how many people of our
Probably.
generation like joined the military because of Call of Duty type shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you join the military after playing Call of Duty, that's on you.
Yeah.
It ain't the same though.
Yeah.
You can't call in like a kill streak in real life.
Yeah, no, you just have it available or you don't type shit. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not really a game that I would play.
Nah, not for me.
Like, if I was gonna play a
and
tactical, I don't know. I haven't played a tactical shooter since like Rainbow Six Vegas, I think was the last one. And you could do like co-op campaign in that, and that was like, it was like kind of cool. But like most of my memories about that game were like playing like multiplayer with y'all and like us just like either doing really good because we had like really good call outs and we were like moving up, or like it was on that really shitty like, it was like Beaver Creek in Halo where there were just like two bases at the end of a street and there was like sewers that you could run it under, but it was like the whole middle part of the map was like a kill zone, so you couldn't really walk out there.
I'm just not looking to play FPSs really anymore. Something that's like a complete total FPS.
Yeah, exactly. No, I feel you.
Like that's just yeah, not for me.
Yep.
All right, what do we got next?
This one's Fatal Fury, which is a Fatal Fury is like an old like beat 'em up, right? Like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade game.
Yep.
Type shit. Is this the right trailer? Yeah, 7
Yep.
days ago. Oh god, he dyed his hair.
Of course he did.
Shape the present.
Commercials hype though.
Got good music.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Dang.
Yep.
God damn.
Yep.
God
That's what I'm
damn.
I've already wishlisted this game. Honestly, like we've seen a few fighters, and this fighter looks better than all the ones I've seen. And yeah, it's just because of the
Is it a fighter or a beat 'em up? Oh, nice. That was cool. It's got mini games.
Yeah, it looks like I don't know. I thought it was
What is
like a PvP fighter game.
what is? I'm just gonna play it again while I look up what the fuck Fatal Fury is, because I don't know what it is. Like if it's like a fighting game like Street Fighter, like miss me. Like I'm not interested.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it's a fighting game. Okay, yeah. I like the lady with the big boobies
Yeah, no, like
and
that's
the anime.
cool.
And that's
It's
it.
really cool.
Yeah, so like I don't know.
Yeah, we'll do that one more time.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool.
All right,
that was my favorite part. Okay, so this one was one that I'm super hyped for. I have fucking no idea
not yet rated.
what it is exactly, but this trailer looks crazy. It's like some sort of like, I don't know, like a JRPG, maybe like a roguelike type thing. I don't know, it looks cool.
Soon she'll wake and paint again. Paint a new number.
I don't remember this.
Ticking
I'm watching
down
this for the
every
first
year.
time.
It's very artsy.
One stroke. And everyone of that age vanishes into nothingness. Every year she paints again. And every year an expedition departs for the continent with one hopeless mission. destroy the paintress so she can never paint death again.
I don't know, like it looks beautiful.
Oh, that's cool.
So she can't steal anyone else's future.
Yeah, I'm glad that they show a little bit of, you know, gameplay in the real world.
Yeah.
We walk with death.
Like, you know it's
I
gameplay
respect
because
that.
the hair looks weird.
We're the only ones left.
Yeah. Cool.
But like that,
Ah, interesting.
it's clearly like an RPG menu type system.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's got like,
There's like a timing component to it as
Yeah.
well, maybe?
I love that. Like Super Mario, like RPG does that. Like Mario RPG does it. Paper Mario does it. Legend of the Dragoon has that. It just like, I don't know, it makes the gameplay a little more, I don't know. It's a little less just going through menus and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely, is this co-op too?
I doubt it. I think it's single player.
We lay the trail for those who will come after.
Yeah, so this is something I play.
Oh yeah, it looks so great.
We are Expedition 33.
But it also looks like it, like, I don't know if it's gonna have roguelike elements, but it seems like it's got an aspect of like failing, and then like the next expedition goes, and like depending on how far you went, you have certain unlocks and stuff like that ready to go. So I don't know. That one looked super cool. That was my, like, Fable and Civ 7 were probably my games I'm the most excited for because of the game series.
Yeah.
That one hyped me up just from the trailer. I love
Yeah, I
that.
like that. A new surprise that you
Yeah.
like never heard of.
Exactly, like the
But I didn't play the first 32.
Yeah, exactly. Like, are we gonna need to play
Kid.
1 through 32 to understand the story? That was actually pretty good. That got me. That got me.
Nice. Now this next game coming up,
Now, dude, it really wants us to watch this Osmond Gold clip.
we'll watch it at the end. Yeah, this is
Oh, this is
been
all,
waiting a while for this.
this is all you. I haven't watched this one because I thought we
Did
were gonna
you play
watch it
any
together.
of the other skates?
I've played
We
them.
know you may have heard the stories about
I'll
the
just let
fine
you watch
people
a
here
little
at
bit.
Emcorp.
Let
So we
Tim
wanted
Robinson
to
do
take this
some.
I just
time
love
to
that
dispel
he's in it.
any of these completely
yeah, so
unfounded
random.
rumors and allegations and reassure you
Emcorp.
that things here at Emcorp and the city of San Amsterdam have never been better. Things are going great here. We have absolutely nothing to hide from the citizens. Everybody here at Emcorp loves this town. We think this town rules. Why would we hurt a town that rules? When
Dude
people
is
are
so
saying that
fucking
about
funny.
Emcorp, that we're abandoning this town, that makes me sick. That makes my whole family sick to their stomachs.
This literally
My
could
wife
be
hasn't been on the
on.
toilet
I think you
for
should leave.
weeks
Yeah.
because of what you're
Great
saying
show,
about
by
what
the way.
Emcorp's doing to this
Oh.
town. All those lies.
Watch
Emcorp is doing something
that face,
bad.
man.
Would we be making Vest? Why would we be pumping our money into Vest? We'd be pumping that money into moving vans and moving boxes and pizzas for helpers. Everybody here at Emcorp loves pizza. Everyone here at Emcorp is really good.
Stop crying, all right? This is business. Look around, pal. This is how businesses are run. And you should have known that when you were hired on, okay? Jack, tissues. Come on, pal.
Did you play the first couple skates?
Yeah, I played the first one,
Yeah, the first one,
thought
you
about this.
couldn't
That's
get
a-
off the skateboard.
That's a father and son.
which is crazy.
That's actually a
And
home
so the
issue.
evolution of Skate
I think the
is going to
boy
be
wasn't
insane.
cleaning up
Skate
his
3
room.
was
Dad
awesome. I
asked him
played
100 times.
a
The little
shitload.
bit bigger one, that's the dad.
But
I
Skate
can't
4
stop
looks like
thinking
there's
about
like
how
some
you're saying
parkour
we're
shit you
selling
can
the
do,
city
jumping
for
off
scraps.
buildings.
Do you know what that
Nice.
does to me when I hear that? Do you
Yeah,
know what
man,
that
I'm
does
so
to my wife's
excited.
stomach? It just stops working. Last night she said, I'm sick of this. I'm getting this out. She sat down, she ate 200 chips to try to knock it loose. And it didn't. You know how sad it is to see your wife make a decision like that to watch her count out 200 chips?
200
Honey, please
chips.
stop. Please stop. I gotta do it. I gotta do 200. I think it'll work. We're not leaving. We're trying to make this town cool. We assure you at MCorp nothing
This,
bad is
I feel like,
happening
was the
here.
longest trailer that they
We're
dropped.
even doing a new holiday for
4
our
minutes
citizens.
long.
We're gonna do this
Yeah.
thing called Knob Day. Knob Day. On Knob Day, every household will get 59 screw-in knobs per family member. That's
Fuck is
where
a
you
knob?
come in. You have
It's a
24
skate
hours
stopper.
to screw or glue
Oh.
knobs to anything in our beloved city, like our handrails, our beautiful ledges, our beautiful bump to ledges,
Oh, yeah.
and our wonderful slappy curbs. Actually, knob the hell out of the slappy curbs. There's old guys everywhere. Old guys every place with massive
I
boulders.
love that, talking about
Isn't that
slappies
cool?
and
That's
the
a
old
cool thing
dudes.
to do. Knob day. That's knob day. That's cool. We love it here.
Wonder how much Tim got paid for this.
And we are
Not
not
enough.
going anywhere.
Like, did they
We'll
make
be
him
here
write
a
it? Like, I have so many questions. Is he a skate stan? Like,
Fine. Nobody panic.
you know what
Or
I mean?
they panned him.
Yeah, did they write this for Tim? Like, how much of it did he have to compete to?
Here we go, some gameplay.
Dude, my
So
favorite, one of my favorite memes of all time is just, explain this, atheist, and it's just fucking like a Jesus Skate 3 montage.
I saw somebody in a wingsuit. There's people jumping off buildings and
Yeah,
shit.
Rails got some shit spawned in as they were skating.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's definitely going to be that element of you being able to build and add stuff and
Console
manipulate the
playtesting coming this
environment.
fall.
This game has just been, it's been so, people have been asking for a new skate forever.
Oh yeah, for so long.
I've put so many hours into Skater XL.
I heard about that. One of my coworkers actually plays that.
It's really fun. It's like a skate sim though, and there's
Yeah.
not like a campaign to it.
Yeah,
But it's fun to go around and skate and do stuff, but I want more, you know?
yeah. No, that
I
guy.
want some funny storylines.
Yeah, my coworker was talking about that, like just all the, like how in depth it is, like how you control the board and stuff is like crazy.
Well, I wonder in this next skate, they might have like, who knows? Maybe Tim is in the game.
Maybe
you know?
Tim's in the game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's possible, but that looks like a really fun game to mess around with your friends on. And I know for a fact that people who don't skate, have never picked up a skateboard their life, are going to buy that game because people like that game.
I love
It's really fun.
skateboarding games because I tried to learn how to ride a skateboard when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I fell off of it pretty much almost instantly.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I skated for a while.
I didn't crack my head open, but I went to go skate and I guess I had my foot too far back on the board and I just immediately like planked it
Out.
and just slipped out, felt like straight on my back and my head. You know how bad you have to hurt yourself as a kid to be like, "Oh, that really hurt?"
Yeah, no, kids.
My
falling and
head
actually hurting.
My head hurt for so long. I had like a big knot on the back of my head. My mom was like, "You're not riding your skateboard anymore." And I guess I never told my parents that I just ate shit the first day I stepped on it. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I don't really like it." And then my mom yelled at me because she was like, "I spent all this money on this skateboard and you don't even want to use it and all this other stuff." And I just like felt really bad because like she didn't know that I just
skateboarding arc.
I just absolutely rocked my shit.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
The one
Your
and only
first fall on a skateboard is pretty brutal.
Like it was bad, bro. Like I like hit and I did that thing where like I bounced back up immediately and then I like don't know what happened after that. I think I got a concussion now that I actually think back on it. Because
Yeah,
I
that
don't
sounds about right.
because I don't remember exactly what happened after I fell down and I was like, "I'm okay," and I like stood up really quickly and then I don't know what happens. I don't remember the next few things. I just remember like walking into my room and laying on my bed.
You went right to sleep. That's what you should do after a concussion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's on the top of my list.
That's a good
That
one.
and Fable.
I can see that. I don't know what this one is. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess?
Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess. Now I've seen this trailer, but I have forgot.
It's giving anime samurai vibes.
Oh, that looks... Yeah, see that?
What is that?
Style of combat looks interesting. It looks like sort of like an RTS a little bit.
Yeah, huh.
Mixed in with
that's creepy. I don't like that finger
hack
thing.
and slashing.
Yeah, kind of like Dynasty Warriors-y. Like with the extra like minions.
Yeah, that's fun. This looks crazy.
Huh. This seems like a game that's probably really solid, but they want like way too much money for it.
Full price?
Yeah, like $70 or something like that. Crazy. When it's like,
yeah, gaming prices are ridiculous.
It's like, come on, man. That's like, we both know this is like a $40 game or something.
Yeah, maybe at that price point you'd actually make more money.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems fine. I didn't get enough. I need more info, I guess. I don't really know what
How
to
many
say
people
about
have watched this trailer? What's the hype behind it?
15K, yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of hype.
Skate 3 one only had like 60 something, which I thought was crazy. Because I had heard about it, but I don't know. Like, I'm plugged into gaming stuff way more than the average person is, so
I wonder if is gaming dying? Because there's been all these layoffs.
oh yeah, the layoffs have
Not
been
dying,
crazy.
but there's been big layoffs. Like,
I don't think gaming as a whole is dying, but it's giving the vibes of like,
has it bubbled and it's just coming back to where is that what's happened?
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Like because of COVID, right? It's like the whole Twitch stuff. Like how many people became Twitch famous because of COVID, you know?
What?
I know. Imagine if I would have been on my content creation journey back then, huh?
You know.
Nothing I can do about it now.
Now we grinding, baby.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I don't really give a shit about that. I had one other point to say about skating, but I forgot it. So, what did we get next? Oh yeah,
next is Dark and Darker, and I think the beta's out on Steam on this one. A lot of controversy on this one. Apparently, like the people that made it stole assets or something. I don't really know enough about it. There was like a big lawsuit about that. So like the game like disappeared for a little while, like after it got famous. But like the lawsuit didn't happen until the game blew up. Like the demo blew up, sort of.
Did that get sorted out?
I have no idea.
Must have. But yeah, what this game is, I mean.
Oh no, it must have for it to get showed there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you imagine how mad you would be if you just got ganked like that, bro? You're about to open a chest and some fucking invisible dude stabs you to death.
That would be cool. That's what I want with this game, a PvPvE game.
Yeah. No, it's really good. I watched Northern Lion play this one, and it looked very cool.
Yeah, I'm into this kind of stuff. You know, this is kind of Skyrim vibes, but with the homies. You know.
Exactly.
And you can piss somebody off.
And you turn into a bear.
Always wanted to. Ooh, cool. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, like, it kind of looks shitty.
Dang. So all the complaints I've seen about it recently have been that they switched to that PV to the free to play model. So, you know, there's that, but whatever.
Well, if it's free to play,
yeah, I'm
the kind way to get me to play your game if you make it free.
Yeah, I'll play it. I probably won't spend any money most of the time. Unless I like the game and I'm like, okay, I'll throw you like $5 if there's like a good thing to buy for $5, but I'm not really into like buying every single battle pass ever type shit, you know?
Nah, not my thing. But I don't mind supporting a game that
that I enjoy and it's fair, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It looks cool. It seems like a game that I wouldn't actually like unless I played with friends. So like I won't play it until I like get other people to play it. But I've watched people play the last few like betas or whatever before all the drama started with it. So it's cool.
Well, the good thing about it being free to play is you can probably get your friends to play it with you.
Facts.
So any free to play multiplayer game I'm interested in. And this one, I am even more interested in because it looks kind of fun. I mean, it does look shitty though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
like just the
janky.
combat doesn't look. Yeah, it looks
I
a
mean,
little
it's like
janky.
it's
But
very Skyrim-y, right? Like
yeah,
it's like you
exactly.
just like the hitboxes are weird. It's just you swing your sword. There's no like I can counter your sword attack type.
Right. And I'm sorry, Skyrim combat isn't that good.
No, definitely not.
I said it.
You said it. Here
All right.
first.
This Battlesuit Aces bullshit. So do we? Okay, yeah. This
Yeah.
one you have seen this, have you?
No, I haven't actually watched it yet. Battle Chef Brigade.
I thought that Cody might like this because he loves deck building games, but this is like super weeby, so.
Yeah, which is fine. I like weaves, but where are the big titty anime girls?
Yeah, if you're gonna, well, they gave you the hot dude chest hair, you know.
No, I'm not about that.
All
I
right,
like the
well,
music and the art style, but I don't know. It's one of those games like this are so hard to judge. Like even reviews for games like this, I don't really like. Like these are the reviews where like I need someone that's played the game, like they've beaten the hardest difficulty, and then I'm interested in what they have to say. So is this like single player? Okay, so we've got a whole ship. Yeah, so those two dudes are fucking.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
So, a wish list.
Yeah, I don't know. That actually, I'm just gonna move on from that one. I don't really have anything to say about that.
Yep. No, I just kind of wanted to see if it was something you'd like. Here we go. Here's some sauce.
It's the OG squad. It looks like. Oh, there's no Green
man.
Ranger.
The Green Ranger comes in later. What Ranger are you gonna be?
I don't know. The pink one,
Be
probably.
the black. But I want to stop that fucking.
The boobs. Oh my god,
Trying to
the Rita Cone boobs. Oh my god.
We get a. We'll go back after we watch it this one time. You gotta get a free screen.
God, that was my shit. My mom hated that I liked Power Rangers so much.
That's hilarious. She's like, why doesn't this fucking kid ride a skateboard?
Yeah, that and like we went and saw remember the movie? I made my mom. It's one of the few times where like I was like, I have to go see this. As like a kid, was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. That was iconic for me back in the day.
I love Power Rangers.
Oh, that was cool. A little.
Yep. And that looks fun because that looks like a co-op beat 'em up, sort
Yeah.
of classic retro
Love-
arcade style.
I grew up on fucking playing those at wherever.
Yep.
I actually played something recently that reminded me. I played Metal Slug Tactics. Has a demo out right now, and it's Metal Slug, but as like a roguelike tactics game. And it was just like, it was perfect because I grew up playing Metal Slug at the at CC's Pizza. They had a Metal Slug
That's
game there.
exactly what I was thinking about, the arcade machines.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to CC's right now and just see like how bad it is.
Yeah, just
Remember the taco pizza there, bro?
vaguely.
They had taco pizza. Man.
I don't
They were
remember taco
great.
pizza. I've had some good taco pizza.
Lettuce on pizza, bro.
It's fine if it's fresh, but I imagine that the lettuce there just gets baked.
Yeah, because they
under
sit it
under the heat lamp. Just hot lettuce doesn't sound good.
Not good, but yeah, I feel you. If it's like cold, crispy lettuce on like, yeah.
I could see that. I could see that, but yeah, you have to like eat it immediately. Interesting. Yeah, that looks dope. I'm in.
Yep. Yeah, we're all in on that.
Power
My homie's
Rangers.
gonna be playing that.
Power Rangers with. Yeah, it's just like the Simpsons arcade game. You remember that? Oh my god, I
yeah.
played the
Still
shit
play
out
it.
of that back in the day.
It's at Pinballs. They have that game there.
Nice. Dude, we haven't been to pinballs in forever. That'd be fun. Well, I'm poor, actually. I can't. I have literally no budget for leaving the house.
You hear that, guys listening? Why don't we get some donos in chat? Alright, Killer Bean.
This is the slightly extended Game Fest trailer, but it's only like a minute long. I don't know. This looks silly. I'm too old for the Killer Bean. Like I don't. Apparently, he's a coffee bean, That's why he looks like he's got a butt on the back of his head.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's what I call a dramatic entrance.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I'm
Yeah, it
called
looks like
Killer
some
Bee.
fun combat mechanics.
It's because
and
I'm
silly.
good at what I do.
Yeah.
Like that's cool.
Really?
Bouncing bullets.
Bouncing bullets, shooting a guy in the ass.
Really?
And the fucking
between the legs.
between the legs is so nasty.
Kobe.
I used to be an assassin for the Shadow Agency.
I don't know. It seems like an Xbox 360 game.
Shape the world.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Until they lied to
It does make sense. I mean, it looked like. I mean, the character model looks like it is an Xbox 360 model.
Like the way it plays and stuff.
I don't get why I guess that's just what they want, but the character model's terrible.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be.
I
Like
know.
that's the meme. Like look at how detailed everything else is, you know.
But then, like, I'm not gonna play it because I'm grown.
Because you're an adult. Yeah, like I missed all of it, but this seems like the kind of game my kid's gonna ask me for, and I'll be like, yeah, I'll get it.
Exactly.
Sure.
The German suplex is a cool move to do, though.
It's just breakdown. Oh my god, there's zombie beams. Oh god, it's like when we play Helldivers. The combat shoddy.
They made me who I am.
Now this looks crazy.
I will make them
Yeah, like I would definitely play this like a while back, you know what I mean? Like if that came out in like 2004, that would have been peak game at the time, right?
Yeah, true.
But yeah, that looks fine. I'm not gonna play. It looks cool, like what you want, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks like some people are gonna play that
Like
game and
it's
have a good
from
time
what
with
I've
it.
seen, it's delivering on what the people want. What do the comments look like?
But
Dude,
I mean, that game's
I'm
for
not
teenagers.
I'm not a fan of this new YouTube layout. Yeah, I got Killer Bean before GTA. I'm a happy man. I'm just trying to get some millions must play. How many views? Yeah, like look at how many views this has gotten.
Yeah, this is
239K, like compared to
a
everything
little more
else.
popular.
Well, yeah, this is like what the kids want, you know. I need to
Yeah,
ask.
no, it's for kids.
Sam's been it's summer, so he's spending his time with his mom. But I'll have to ask him about this one when he gets back. This game's crazy.
Banana.
It's literally just a game that was made to sell like Steam stuff. I'm sure the dev is making some bank off of it. Anyways, canyons.
These are
Canyons. Some more zombie action.
and tranquil. They
I
will
gotta say,
protect you from any.
did not expect zombies to be a
That's
part of
not
this.
the right text. These are monstrous, magnificent, huge canyons. And this is you, a tiny piece of meat. Of course, hopeful. You must survive in this world. What will help you? A pistol? No, that's not enough. Perhaps your battle car?
I like the Mad Max style car.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's fun.
Still not sufficient.
Is that a fucking zombie wasp?
Here we go.
Nice. The battleship, the battle car.
The crawler.
There it is. Huge crawlers. Only they will allow you to survive in the canyons. Looks like we'll have to find a bigger crawler.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that looks fun.
The combine on
Crawler,
the
look
front.
at that.
The combine. All right.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's got to be
I
co-op,
think that is
right?
yeah, that's like an open world survival game, no? Let me check again.
Yeah, it just says check out the trailer for. Oh god, I fucked up. Yeah, it just says check out the trailer for the upcoming game Canyons coming to PC via Steam. Is all it says on IGN. I mean,
It's a third-person extraction shooter.
Ooh, okay.
Procedurally generated in a post-apocalyptic world. Fight for your existence in a 4-player co-op or solo Control
Oh.
massive crawlers, build a settlement for survivors, and conquer the savage world. I like the idea of a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, it sounds cool. Again, it really depends on like if your friends play it. For me,
Yeah. Yep.
like the boys
Yep. The
playing
boys
it,
have to be there, or we're probably not going to play it.
squatted. You know,
So Canyons, hook us up with the free copy.
the trailer was cool. Yeah, Canyons. We need however many people can play at once. We need that many keys.
Yeah, give it to us and we'll show it off.
Yeah,
Bam. Win-win.
a win-win. Yeah, what Drew said. All right, next is Cairn. Cairn.
Karen?
Nah, I'm good. I'm sorry.
Karen?
Yeah, Karen. Karin. Karin.
Now she's part of the podcast. You know, she's podcast lore.
Oh, this is the mountain climbing one you were talking about. Oh, I saw this one.
I've got questions about this game.
I don't know how you make it work, is my question.
That is also part of my question.
Like, how do you... Is it like Breath of the Wild? Like, if I stop moving, do I not lose stamina, but I don't gain it? Like, am I controlling all of the limbs?
Yeah, how do your limbs work? How do the holds work?
Because she's like she's getting her feet in there, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, look at the foot movements. Also, she's raw dogging. Also, she's raw dogging that with her dogs and her fingers.
Right?
Ow.
Could use some chalk. At least she's not free soloing it.
But
Alex,
like, so she's also like in the tent. Like, are you training in your downtime? I don't know. I've got a lot of questions.
Well, there's definitely a day and night cycle. It looks like, right? So you stay in the tent. You probably do some.
But like, look
stuff.
at the leg movement there. Like, what?
Yeah, it's so weird. It doesn't look good. Like, you see how the legs like buckling?
Yeah, like it's getting in some weird positions.
Yeah, I don't.
Why is she? Lynn? Why is she yellow?
She climbed that. Now she has to climb the even bigger one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Interesting.
I think I said everything I need to say about
Like,
that
I
one.
feel like, theoretically, like a really in-depth climbing game would be cool, but I don't know if that's gonna do what the people
Yeah,
are looking
there's a lot of them out there. So
Lots of games you can climb in.
Well, there's like literally like Jasant came out recently, and that one's got like a very like it's got a story base. There's like different upgrades you get, like how you climb the wall is different. Like it's very I don't know. Yeah, that one seemed like you like control the legs maybe or something. Like that one
They're
seemed
all
like
lanky legging, but even when you fall, like you're still pinned. It's not like you're free soloing.
yeah.
You know?
So
like
yeah, I
you
don't
just
know.
restart, and I guess like
I don't know. Also like there's a fear of falling that I have in heights.
Yeah.
So like I'm just also not interested in the like you would never catch me mountain climbing ever because of that. You know what I mean?
Really?
Oh, horrified of that.
Shocking.
Yeah, that no way. No fucking no
Yeah,
way.
no, that like kind of already makes my hands start to sweat a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Like my butthole like was puckered during that trailer. Like seeing her climb the mountain, I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, you'd have a tough time watching that free solo movie.
Yeah, exactly. Or like even like fucking there's like a Mission Impossible that starts with like Tom Cruise like free soloing a cliff. And like it's a movie, obviously, but even then I'm like, nope. Yeah. Never. Like let's move on. Let's move on past this, please.
Yeah, literally I've never had my hands be so sweaty. Like I didn't even know they could sweat that hard watching something. It was like they were like dripping.
Like they're like Halo 2 sweaty.
I just don't understand why a person would want to do what he's doing. And like it looks so uncomfortable to be up where he is and climbing in some of the points he's at, and he
Yeah.
doesn't have like it's just crazy.
He's just
my
fucking
hands are literally sweating right now.
He's like just raw dogging that cliff, you know? It's crazy. Okay, this one actually, from what you told me, sounded super cool. This is the WANDERSTOP? WANDERSTOP?
WANDERSTOP?
I'm not meant to be here.
Like if it was made by the guy
I'm
that
a
made the
fighter.
Stanley Parable, you
I'm
know
meant
this
to
shit's
be
gonna
in
be
the
good.
arena, in combat. But instead, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So, what does running a tea shop involve? Well, there's a lot of gardening. And I've had to get used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here.
I like gardening in
None of
video
these
games.
tasks are all that
Oh, yeah.
hard. They
I
just take
love it.
patience. And I'm not really the patient type. But I'm surviving. Of course, I have to actually serve the tea to our customers. And once that's
I love the
done,
business,
I'll usually check in with Boro,
the
guy who owns
businessman
the shop,
night guy.
to see if my help is needed anywhere. And when all the chores are done, sometimes I'll just sit on a bench and do absolutely nothing. It's not fighting, but it's peaceful. And what's weird is that I actually feel good. I'm happy. I can stop running now. I can stop. I can stop. I can stop running. This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good.
Jesus.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
Boro.
All right.
This art style is so popular, man.
Yeah, but it works here. It did not work in the Harry Potter game we saw, you know. That looked good though. That looked I don't know, like
that looks interesting.
like a cozy Stardew Valley with like the undertone of PTSD or whatever she's got going on. Some sort of psychological horror, like moving past your issues. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I like it. I think a lot of people will relate to that.
I liked it a lot.
Especially in like a shell of a game like that that's supposed to be like
Yeah, it's like it subverts your
calm.
it's a good subvert your expectations because you expect it like, oh, I'm making tea, I'm serving it to the knight that's also a businessman to help him with his day, and it's like at the same time you're like she's healing her
having
trauma
a
type
panic
shit
attack.
and having a panic attack. Yeah, like getting past not being a healer or whatever she is, or a arena gladiator person.
Now I wonder if she will go back to that world.
I don't know. I wonder if there's gonna be some sort of combat mechanic in there. I need to take a real quick pee break. I had a good pee, in case you were curious.
I am curious.
All right, so next up is Sonic X Shadow Generations, which I know of. I didn't watch the trailer or anything. I don't really know who this is for. Like,
It's a game that already exists
I think so.
with a little bit of shadow.
Yeah, like it's.
Tone and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is made by like Sonic, Team Sonic, like the team behind Sonic anymore, or if it's like the fan based stuff. Because like Sonic Mania, I think was the big last one that came out. It's got Metal Sonic
This
in it
seems
as
like a
well.
game that they choose to have out because the movies are out.
Yeah.
And like people.
I don't
are
know.
gonna
There's
buy
Sonic. There's Sonic
based
fans
on the
out
Sonic
there.
movie. Oh yeah, no, people love Sonic. I love Sonic. I mean, there's real nostalgia to these games for me.
Yeah.
I
know.
love Sonic Adventures too for the
Oh
GameCube.
yeah, for sure. Sonic Adventure 2 is so good. But like, I don't know. I don't really like the newer Sonic. I don't know. This actually looks. I don't know. Like, I say it looks good, but like, it's hard to do like 3D Sonic well. Why the fuck does Shadow have wings? What the fuck was that?
Did he have tentacles?
He had like tentacle wings.
Yeah, that's
Like, what?
Japanese.
Like, here, I'll go back a little bit further. Like, what? A little edgelordy there, Shadow. I don't know. I mean, it's cool. I liked Sonic. Oh, look, there's both Sonics there. I gotta say, I love the Sega eyeball logo, though. They have
Yeah,
that
that
on
was
some of
pretty
the like Yakuza games, and that shit's dope.
You like those games?
The Yakuza games? Oh yeah, those are
They're
fun.
kind of silly, right?
Oh, they're very silly, but also very like
violent.
Well, yeah, but they're like silly violent, and then they're like too dramatic. Like it's like soap opera dramatic levels.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. They're very ridiculous. Like it's like everything in the game is ridiculous to like the 11th. Like if the scale is 1 to 10, it's like 11. the whole game. Like it's crazy. But then like it also makes you like really feel for the characters and stuff. And,
Aren't there like 4 of those games though?
Nah, they're on like Yakuza 8, I think now.
8? Yeah. See, when you get that many games, like, what am I
Yeah.
supposed to do there?
And like
You lose.
well, like a big part of it is like there's the characters, but like it all takes place in the same like city that they've built. So like there's always a part of the games that takes place in Kamurocho, Kabucho, whatever the main city is. I'm saying it wrong, but I don't speak Japanese, so whatever. So like the city itself is like a part of the whole thing as well. So I don't know. It's interesting. I like it. It's cool.
It's a game that I've played a little bit of because it's been on a Game Pass before.
Yeah, I've played 0 was my first one because I heard that was the best place to start because it like gives you like the backstory to a lot of stuff and like it like sets the tone for all the remakes that you play. So I started with 0. I've played 1 and 2. I never finished 2 is where I got really far into the story. I just like they're like minimum just for like main story stuff, like 60-hour games. It's crazy. Like they're like JRPGs, but not JRPGs, basically.
Damn. I just have so much to play, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of where I was at with it. So I played that one, and then I also played. Actually, 0 is my first Like a Dragon Yakuza game. Like a Dragon is actually the name of the series in Japan and what they've switched to. My first one was technically the 7th one, which is Like a Dragon, where it introduces like a whole new character and it's an actual like RPG, like turn-based combat system instead of the action RPG system that the first ones had. But that's a good starting point too because it's got like a new character and stuff. But
you hear that, everybody?
Very solid
Play
games.
Yakuza and not Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Or play Sonic, I don't know. It looked cool. Yeah. I haven't played a Sonic game in forever, so I don't really know. Like I tried to get into Sonic Mania, but like it's so like twitchy and I just don't have the bandwidth for it. All right, here we go. This is the last one that we had queued up. I haven't watched this one, the Indiana Jones one.
Yeah. Another Lucasfilm game.
Are you sure you want to investigate these Hindi?
Okay. First person candle.
It could be the best kept secret in history.
What are you going to do, Indiana?
It's a pretty good Harrison Ford impersonation.
These artifacts have a deep connection to something.
This game's probably going to be really fun.
Believes they hold a kind of power.
And you get to kill and punch Nazis, I assume?
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm always down for that.
What were you doing out there?
Fresh
the
air.
Music.
We have to find the stones, Gina. Or they will. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you'd get a perfectly aligned circle.
The Great Circle.
Exactly.
I intercepted the Morse code coming from the Himalayas.
Our boss is sending all of his men.
Is that a
battleship? Yep. Let's get a closer look.
Gotta find the stone and get off this ship.
What's that in his hands?
Frozen dead Nazi?
How did they get the ship up there?
What does it say?
Earth something. What was that?
We'd better hide. Ciao.
Nice, classic. I feel like this is the first trailer that we've just kind of watched.
Yeah. Very cinematic, for sure.
Not much to say. It's like a movie, you know?
Mm-hmm. Which is what you want with a solid game like this, I feel like.
Where's the stone? You American rat.
What stone?
Have you ever heard of Höhenangst?
I like the frozen eyelashes.
Yeah.
I have it.
Don't do
I
this to
endured
Indy.
this dreadful mountain even if my mind was screaming every step of the way. Because of a concept you narrow-minded Americans will never understand.
I feel like this is a game that I will play. Because they're gonna buy it and they're gonna beat it, and then they're just gonna have it.
Total
And I'm
and
gonna borrow
absolute
it. AKA
devotion to the
Jackson.
fatherland.
Yep.
You have
I
no
know he's
purpose.
getting this game.
What you have
He
Oh,
loves
yeah.
him some
is your
Indiana
stupid
Jones.
American
I feel like
cartoons.
a lot of people's dads love Indiana Jones
Yeah.
also. And so, like, sort of our generation, you know.
You laugh and dance,
We like
celebrating
Indy
your own
too.
idiocy and drinking the piss you call beer. I will walk through fire for the devoted men of the Reich. Give me that stone now.
You can tell this guy's important because he doesn't have a hat on.
I shall search your corpse to make sure.
Does he have a
Nice way.
disfigurement? That's usually
Give us the
how
stone.
they let you know somebody's evil in this type of movie or game.
Nah, he's just got blonde hair.
Just a huge scar across his eye. One eye that doesn't work.
Slapstick. Oh god, is the fucking... Oh, that's crazy. Like, do you think this is just a cutscene of this whole part of the game where you're in a battleship?
Yeah. I think so.
It's certainly giving a PlayStation exclusive vibe. You know what I mean? Like a Metal Gear Solid or Naughty Dog type trailer. Like cutscene type shit.
This came out for the Xbox Showcase, right?
Yeah.
Is this an Xbox exclusive?
Nah, I don't think so. I think they said it's a multi-platform game. But it's like, I think it's supposed to be like
oh, hell yeah.
Game Pass exclusive or some shit.
That's fun.
Okay. You get a whip, dude. You get a box.
Yeah, I like boxing. I hope the boxing mechanics are fun. I love boxing in games. Boxing in Nazi would be cool. But I wish there was more, like, sort of like head movement with fights in games, you know?
Yeah, it's really hard to do
Head
though.
movement and like I mean, like, if you've ever played, like some of the, like the Fight Night boxing games.
I don't know if, oh, the E3 box, the EA boxing games?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are crazy where they've got like the whole they got like the whole like the punches in that are really cool. Like how you throw them with the like the left and right movement and shit like that.
Footwork's really cool. The body movement's really cool. How you can dodge, like you really feel like you're in there fucking boxing.
Yeah, no, those were really good. I remember
An
when
old
those
ass
came out.
game.
Oh, they're so old.
I know that they could sort of implement something similar to that in a modern game, but that's more like
Yeah, it's just hard to do it because you had a whole stick set to your punches, you know what I mean? Those were fun. I used to play with my uncle and I would beat the shit out of him.
Fuck yeah.
Just because, you know, he didn't have time to like learn it, which is crazy because it was his game. Like I fought him at his house with it, you know?
And you just anytime you could play it, it's like he was there.
Yeah, well, it's the only time I
You
would.
probably got
I
to play
didn't really
by
want to
yourself.
play it. I wanted to play like he had like Need for Speed 2. It's like I wanted to play that, you know?
And
But
he made
had
you
that.
play the boxing game.
And then he'd be like, "Let's play." He's like, "I want to play against somebody and fight," because you know, multiplayer wasn't really a thing back then, right? You had to like, if you wanted to play somebody, they had to come to your house. So we would fight. I would play. I'd be like, "Sure, I'll play with you. Why not?" It's your console, right? like it'd be rude of me not to play you. And I would just
I
like,
played Need for Speed.
I would just fucking just like he was really bad at like I like it was like the classic like. I'm gonna go low because he's blocking high, and then as soon as he started blocking, I would just start decking him in the. And I would either just throw jabs or hooks, right?
Oh man, I'm all about the jab in those games.
I just because it's so quick, you just have to
keep
flick
that
the
jab.
You
Just keep him at distance, then you'll find him with the right hand.
I would just
you know.
I would just jab, and he would.
You know, if the jab touches, the right hand can follow.
Yeah, he would. Oh, he's jabbing me in the head. He would, pull guard because you can pull guard in those, right? So we'd block high, and as soon as he blocked high, I would just throw a hard just like a hard right hook. You know what I mean? Like as soon as he pulled his guard up, and he'd be like, "What the fuck?" And I would just like my fighter would be so gassed because I was like, stamina doesn't matter. We're not gonna play for fucking multiple rounds, you know. And I would just
Go right for
jab,
the
jab,
head.
jab, 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 and then he would pull his, and then I would let him block a couple, and then I would
Body.
body, and then I would like rock his guy, maybe throw. I never. You could throw uppercuts, right? That was like the full back movement on the stick. I feel like I never
Oh,
really got
definitely
good
throw
uppercuts in
uppercuts.
those. I
I
never.
mean, in the fight night that I'm playing, it's more of a modern fight night. There's multiplayer in it and shit.
Yeah.
Definitely throw uppercuts. I mean, just the like dodging like correctly. Like if you
Oh
dodge
yeah.
correctly, like it's really fun. And like slipping a punch really well, and then like following it with like the right punch feels so good.
Oh yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I never did that. I just was like, I would just like he would pull guard, he would just change his block, and then I would just fucking work the body, and then he'd be like, oh shit, and then I would fucking just like, I never threw hard punches at the head. I would just jab, like I would get like 2 jabs in real quick, and I back off. Let my
Makes
guy.
me want to play some, man.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Definitely gonna have to play some games, but this Indiana Jones game looks fun.
Yeah,
And I feel like it's been kind of teased for a while.
I feel like I've heard about this one before, but this is the first time
Yeah.
I've seen anything for it. It looks good. It looks like you're playing an Indiana Jones movie, but as a game.
Yeah, looks
It
like
being
some Uncharted shit, you know?
Yeah. It being first person's a little weird to me. I kind of wish it was. I think I want it to be third person because of Uncharted, though. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Well, you want to see Indiana Jones,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
in
Yeah,
his like,
do an Indiana
you
Jones.
don't wanna be Indiana Jones through his eyes, you wanna see him with his hat, you know? I
Yeah,
mean, you get to
exactly.
see him in the cutscenes, but yeah, I agree with that.
So, and also like, I don't know, third person works better for like action set pieces in games. I feel like because you get to see more. Like you can see like what your character's doing on top of what's happening, and like the field of view is usually bigger, so you can get like different wide shots and stuff. But again, I feel like I'm basing a lot of that on me playing the 4 Uncharted games, which are just
Yeah, no.
basically Indiana Jones games. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, sometimes the game will just spoil you
yeah,
to
exactly.
any other game that follows it,
No,
and
yeah,
Uncharted is one of those games that's so good and special
yeah. Oh, such good.
that, like
I'd love that the trilogy, and then the fourth one was also really good.
absolutely.
It's kind of like how Last of Us 1 ruins Last of Us 2. Not because Last of Us 2 is a bad game, but because of like my attachment to Joel as a character.
Mm.
And like have you played the Last of Us games?
I have,
You
but
played
it's actually a game I have not beaten,
Okay, interesting.
but I want to.
The first one
But I started playing it again recently, and it's a game that I think
it
I
hasn't
stopped playing because you can there's missables like on the levels for some of the achievement stuff, and that shit fucking
Yeah.
annoys.
I can see
I
that
don't
bugging you.
like that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a thing. That's one of those
Yeah,
games where I played through it not wanting to it. Like I was past
it's like
achievement
I don't want
already.
to play through it 3 fucking times. Like,
Yeah.
but I would like it is a game I should probably just play through the story.
Yeah, exactly. Not try to 100%. No, I can see that. But like the second one is it tries to make you care for a character, and it's like I don't want to care about this character because they killed somebody that I like. So,
Oof.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know,
Yeah,
that's
you can't force that.
yeah, it was too much. Also, the gameplay in the second one is kind of dated at that point. I feel like I don't know if that makes any sense. Like it's not bad, but I got bored. Like the first game is carried by like the gameplay mechanics are fine, but it's carried by the story, the story. Where the second one, the story didn't interest me, so then it was like it's like the gameplay has to be good, and it was like I just don't give a shit about like sneaking around and like conserving my ammo and stuff. Like I wasn't in that headspace for it.
Yeah. I I forgot what I was gonna say. We can cut that out.
We kind of ranted.
But
We kind of ranted a lot at the end there about not in the Indiana Jones game. So
yeah,
that's
no, I
fun.
like the stuff where we just talk about other games during the game.
Yeah, I think that's funny.
But
Well,
should we do a wrap up?
yeah, I think that was good. So wrap up for me. I closed out of all the tabs, so I don't even remember what we watched. So Fable is probably just the game I want to play the most because I haven't played Fable in forever.
Yeah.
Civ 7, obviously, I'm a big Civ head. Love that. As another, I don't know, it's the strategy game that we didn't really see a whole lot of strategy games. And then the Project 33 is the one that surprised me the most out of all of those. For like, there's nothing I know about that game other than the trailer, and I'm fucking ready.
Yeah, that looks really fun. And also Dark and Darker is another game that I'm excited for. That I just like that genre, the fantasy genre. I'm playing a lot of Skyrim, and I'd love to play it with some homies around me and get into some stuff.
Yeah. It just I feel like it's a game that would tilt me. Like
Yeah.
I'm the guy getting stabbed at the chest, you know? Like that would just fucking dude, I'm just like I'm a little heated just thinking about it happening to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's still some also some other game trailers that I'd like to maybe watch. Maybe we can do obviously we're gonna do more of this stuff, so we can watch some more trailers.
For sure.
There's even something I'm thinking about now that like State of Decay.
Is there a new State of Decay?
Yep, State of Decay 3. So I'm pretty much the same as you. There's Civ 7, uh Harry Potter Quidditch Champions.
Yeah, miss me with that.
I mean I'm trying to get a squad on that, not gonna lie. I wanna be the best Quidditch team. Maybe that's where I peak. Let's see.
I could see
And
that.
yeah, that's about it.
Fable.
I mean, I guess some shout outs to like a couple maybe, like I said, Dark and Darker wanna play.
Mhm.
Skate. Forgot to
Skate.
mention Skate.
Definitely Skate's a you
Skate
game.
is big time. And maybe is there like let's see, game I care the least about? Maybe CUFFBUST. Sorry. No,
I
just
can't
kidding.
say that because I want to watch someone play it. You know what I mean? Like I don't
No,
want to
it's not
buy it. Like I don't want to buy it. It definitely gives like streamer plays game. I watch streamer play game. Like you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
no. This clip's gonna come back to bite me. But I'm excited. There's a lot of games. I mean, there's some stuff that we didn't watch. I mean, some honorable mentions. There's World of Warcraft expansion coming out, The War Within. Not for me, but people love that game. State of Decay, Great Circle, Perfect Dark, Gears of War E-Day we didn't talk about. I think a game that probably is pretty good that we would probably like is Doom: The Dark Ages.
Yeah, have you
That looks
played Eternal or whatever Doom 2016 is called?
Yeah, a little bit, but I guess it just kind of gets into,
It gets really
like
crunchy.
it's FPS,
Well,
and
it's
like
FPS, but it's like professional like pro Quake gameplay where it's like, you know what I mean? Have you seen like Quake clips from like the 90s of like
oh,
the
you
Pro
gotta
Tour?
be
Like you've got
hardcore about it.
yeah, like all your like you've got to use your full kit of the Doom guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's fun. That's like there needs to be an FPS that is kind of that level.
Oh
That's like
no.
an FPS that's closer to,
Yeah, it's like very
I don't
much
know,
it's like a
Bloodborne or something.
tactical, yeah, like a Souls like but an FPS. No, that's actually a good way to put it, I think.
Yeah. And some honorable mentions, some more honorable mentions. Fallout 76, Skyline Valley.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't know what you're
there's
talking about.
there's a new map for Fallout 76. It's the Skyline Valley DLC. The commercial for that's pretty funny. If anybody wants to check that out. I mean, I'm a big fan of Fallout 76, so But I don't think I'll be. I already got a platinum in it, so I don't think I'll be playing that. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I got.
Yeah, we watched all the trailers for the stuff that I was somewhat interested in or that I liked already. So, and I said what I mentioned the stuff that I'm the most hyped for. Star Wars, super interested about that one.
Yeah, there's
Try not to be too hyped about it. Again, I don't think I'm gonna buy it when it comes out. I'll just wait for it to be on sale for like $20 or something, with all the
I'm
DLC and
waiting for it to
stuff.
be a Game Pass game, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that does scream Game Pass game to me, but I doubt it because it's an Ubisoft game.
Yeah, no, it's not
I'm
gonna be
honestly
one.
surprised that Call of Duty and some of the stuff we saw here is gonna be like Fable's gonna be day one on Game Pass. Like some of that
Really?
stuff's yeah, that's what it said at the end of the trailer. I thought I'm like 90%
Damn.
certain.
So Fable's not coming out for PlayStation, right?
It might. I don't really
But
know how
not
a lot of that. I don't really know how if it's going to be like immediately, or if it's going to be like how PlayStation has been doing stuff recently, where it's like, oh, it's going to be multi-platform, but it's not going to be for. It's going to be a year before it comes out on PC type shit. You know.
Well, I'll play it on whatever.
Yeah.
But probably PC. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm not getting it. I don't really want to get a new Xbox, if I'm being totally honest.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's a good place to sign off.
Yeah, I think we covered it all. If you've watched this far, we really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. This is probably going up on my main channel. I don't normally do podcast stuff like this. It's more Let's Plays, but I haven't been uploading recently. So for the normal people that watch my channel that have made it this far, sorry, I guess, or whatever. I'm probably going to change what kind of content I'm doing to be more review focused or impressions videos, maybe like this, where it's more like edited gameplay or watching stuff. So subscribe for more. If y'all want to see more of the podcast, let us know. Drew, if you have anything to add.
Yeah, just let us know. I mean, if anybody listens, if you like listening to us, or if you want to see us do something specific or something different, please let us know. We'd love to hear some feedback.
Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye for me.
Peace.
Subscribe and all that stuff.
Yep, YouTube stuff.
Thanks for the support, Dr. U.